started. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Nat20Hot. We are so grateful that you could join us here on this Wednesday evening, wherever you are. Here, it is a very dark and stormy evening, which is quite aligned with the energy that we've established in our studio today. And to recap where we left off our last session, Randy, well, first, before we get into our recap, how could I forget? We are a charity. We support Extra Life, which is a wonderful charity that raises money for children's hospitals across North America. Your donations go towards helping children in need and get their life-saving and critical care. So if you find it in your hearts, please go ahead and drop a donation at the link in our chat. We're trying to raise some wonderful money over the course of the year, and that is why we stream every week for fun, but also for the kids. Now, the energy has changed, and we will recap where we left off. In our last session, having arrived to the Temple of Isolde high in the Shimmer Peak Mountains, Randy finally embarked on his trials, although admittedly in a not super productive way. Some were slow, some were a little challenging, some were far easier, but inevitably he had to come face to face with the individual who had tutored him for the week at the Temple of Isolde, Vicar Trinidal, in a trial by combat. However, while victorious, his companions needed to force him to cease his relentless attacks, seemingly driven mad by a bloodlust, to continue his attacks. But in attempting to apologize to Vicar Trinidal, he also overheard a peculiar conversation between Trinidal and a mysterious young woman, who mentioned a book in the possession of Randy's companions, though we don't know which book, and mentions of she. Meanwhile, Willem learned the value of patience, choosing to opt out of Randy's early trials to meditate atop the mountain. A grateful Corlorn, his mentor for the week, bestowed upon him the blessing of knowledge that things at the Temple of Isolde might not be as they seem. Still, however, when all was said and done, the group retreated to the Solstice Festival for some much-needed relaxation. After some frivolities and drinks and wines and hand pies, Branwen and Sina went off together, leaving Dunk, Randy, and Willem behind to enjoy their time with one another. And that is where we will begin tonight's session, as everyone but Branwen goes on mute to start.
Beans.
Oh, beans
This
on
is a
toast.
lot of this is a lot of beans.
Branwen, where we
Okay.
ended last session, you and Sina had finally made your way towards the baths, the hot baths of the Temple of Isolde, enjoying one another's company, but also a little bit more. Finally, sharing a kiss in the hot, steamy waters of the baths. A wonderful moment, confiding in one another the affection you share for each other. And now the steam rising off the baths, shrouding much of the room in front of you in a gray haze. The mood very different from even just a few moments ago, as Dimia, the freckled Eladrin girl, smirking at you across the water, her magic still holding you frozen in place, Brenwyn. Well, did you think that you were the only one that she would trust with her return? She asks towards Sina, who stares at her blankly, concerned, looking up to you for some kind of guidance.
Um.
You can at this point attempt to make a wisdom saving throw to break the hold
Yeah.
person if you would like to.
Yeah. I feel like I deserve to have this with disadvantage, though, considering the circumstances.
If you'd like to self-impose, that is fine.
I'm self-imposing it because, yeah. Oh. Yep. That went about as well as you think it would. That's a 5.
All right, yes. So you remain held, and Dimia will look to Sina and quip, "Don't look at her. Look at me, you little whelp. Undeserving of the power that Lady Seraphil provides. Now, you will tell us why you came here, and where that book is."
Can I use my not teleportation, my telepathy jewelry item that I can't remember what it is,
Yes,
and send Sina a message.
you can.
Um, I'm gonna just say, I'm stuck. Um, I'll follow your lead.
Dimia will kind of wade around and actually release the spell on you as she grips
Oh,
your
nice. Okay.
hair. As she grips your hair and kind of forces your head down just above the waterline. She's
Oh god.
Her clock is ticking, and we're all desperate to know. Cena will reply, I don't know what you're talking about. I've only come here because Randy is a champion of Adara. And if you're asking me about her, I haven't heard her in months. I don't know what you're talking about. Is that true? I'm just going to pull your hair back, Branwen, kind of look at you. Is that true? You walk
We're
with a traitor of Seraphil and dare to come here? Just because your darling companion is a supposed champion of the gods?
I don't know what to say. Oh god. Yeah, I don't think I even say anything.
Hmm, such a pity. Well, Bjorn, chop chop. And she calls for another individual who you recognize as Bjorn, a man that you've worked with a couple times during your previous week. And he will enter, his hair pulled back into a tight bun and blades at his side. He carries your clothes, but not your weapons, and he kind of drops them on the floor. Just get dressed to Sina, but she's going to hold you still in the water. She goes, if you're not going to tell me why you're here, we'll just bring you back to welcome her on her great return. I'm sure she'll have a lot to say to you. And Cena will dress, and she's going to continue to hold your head kind of just above water. And she goes, do you want to come? See it for yourself?
Yeah, sure.
Great.
Let me go.
She will push you out of the bath and go, get dressed.
I do that.
And she's going to kind of hand you over to Bjorn. And as they do so, like as you guys are kind of getting dressed, she kind of looks at you both. She goes, my father told me the truth about this place. Truth that no one would believe. Randy, much like Isolde, is no god's champion. Because there are no champions of the gods anymore. But when I returned here as a child, I heard her for the first time. And you were wrong to abandon her. And I'm not going to allow a deserter to get in her way again. Where you failed, I will not. And she's going to kind of grab Sina's wrists and push her out of the bathhouse. And as she is pushing her out of the bathhouse, she's going to turn around and kind of stop Bjorn and you walking forward and just go, I changed my mind. Drown her. And
Shit.
shut the door in your face.
Oh fuck. Um. Uh. Shit. Where are my weapons? Where did I leave? Where's my sword?
They are outside the bathhouse. So you have your armor, you do not have any of your weapons. And Bjorn's just kind of gonna smirk at you and be like, it was fun to get to know you, but you guys were pretty annoying all week.
Are
So,
you kidding? I thought we were friends.
and he's gonna kind of like force you down to your knees just above the baths, like hold his hand on the back of your head.
Um. Can I? I'm gonna face step. I'm gonna face step out and go behind him instead, and immediately cast invisibility on myself.
Okay, so is face up a bonus action?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, okay, so you can do that. And he will immediately draw the blades from his side as the two of you roll initiative.
Oh god, this is so bad. At least I'm not naked and afraid. I'm just
You're just afraid.
17.
Okay. With that, it is his turn.
For real? Fuck.
For real life.
So I have no weapons on me, correct?
Correct.
Oh god. I'm so weak.
All right. Actually, we will start here in just a moment, and I'll have you go on mute while I hop
Wait, can I
over.
listen to theirs since I know what's happening?
You do, yes. You can listen in.
Yes! Yes!
Okay. Tell Nolan to come on.
Nolan! Nolan!
Hello.
Hello, Willem. Where we last left you in the previous session, you had pretended to scold and yell at Randy for his transgressions in an attempt to feign um, anger and division in your party. And you headed off towards the dormitories, where you went to go do a little bit more investigating and potentially find out more about what's happening at the Temple of Isolde. When you heard commotion coming from the dorms, and when you entered, you found the Vicar Trinidal tearing apart what you reason to be Dunk's quarters in the Absol Stewards dormitories. And so you now stand face to face with Vicar Trinidal, still dressed in his armor from earlier in the day, dented and stained in several places from where Randy had continued his onslaught against the cleric. He kind of pulls his warhammer off of his back and pulls a peculiar wooden whistle that's tucked around his neck. He goes, "Blasts! We move now!" And is going to blow on the whistle, a shrill sound kind of ringing in your ears as he levels the hammer with you. And when he pulls the whistle away, look at you, "Now, lad, no need for things to get messy. Why don't you just tell me where the journal is? And we don't paint the walls a grisly red on such an auspicious occasion."
Uh, I will. Do I know what journal he's talking about? I don't. Right.
You can take a guess, but you don't know.
All right. What do I roll to take an educated guess?
You can roll an insight check, a flat insight
Stephanie
check.
just smiled. How are you? How is she listening to this?
It is now allowed, but not because of why you think.
Okay.
Yeah.
You said insight.
Yes.
Okay. That would be a 12.
12. You, you and the party have a number of books in your possession.
Sure
Etheric
do.
Compendium, personal books, something from the library here. Like you saw Branwen drop that book. So you're thinking Etheric Compendium, book Branwen dropped, or the journal that Dunk picked up on the way in.
Journal Dunk picked up on the way in, like when we were going on the Pilgrim's Path.
Yeah, you found the in the fairies book bag a book.
Oh yes, that's right. That's right. Okay. Um, I will look at Trinidal and I will say, "What do you want with the journal?"
I'm
And
a
I will
simple
place
man,
my
lad.
hand on my sword as well.
No need for that now. I'm a simple man. Just doing a little light reading. And
Mhm.
you hand over the journal, or your friend tells us where it is. We all go on living our lives quite content.
Why is a journal worth pointing a warhammer at me?
Well, you see, you come in here and you find me ripping apart your friend's belongings, you might get a bad idea. So I'm just doing a wee bit of self-defense, lad.
As an action, I am going to send a telepathic message to Randy in Dunk's quarters.
Hold on.
Trinidal. Okay.
Bring Randy and Dunk into the conversation.
Okay. I am sending a telepathic message to Randy. In Dunk's quarters, Trinidal here, pointing Warhammer at me. Getting friends wants a journal. Please help.
Randy and Dunk, you in the dining hall. The party was continuing. Things were, admittedly beginning to die down in the waning hours of the evening. Some of the clerics having already retreated back to the lower monastery, but there are a handful that still linger in the hall, enjoying hand pies or listening to the music in the courtyard. But the pleasantries have been interrupted by a very shrill tone, audible despite the buzz. Most pay it no mind, but there's just kind of another sound on the wind. But it's very sharp, high pitched, almost like a ringing in the ear. And I will have both of you roll perception checks when you hear the noise.
Uh, Dirty 20.
17.
Okay. Both of you notice that a handful of stewards and younger clerics kind of start to scan the room with uncertainty as the noise fills the air. You also notice in the far corner two young clerics go over to Absol Grigori and kind of gesture and guide him towards his office. And that at that point is when you receive Willem's telepathic message.
Oh shit. Dunk, can we go to your dorm? There's some shit going down right now.
Yeah, let's working over there. What kind of shit are we talking
Yeah,
about?
Willem's in some shit. I don't know. Trinidal's well, this is kind of what I expected to be honest, but
Fuck, what did he
Oh,
do?
pardon me, lady, gents. Dunk, where are you heading off to at such an early hour? And Dunk, you recognize this as Sister Tilly, the individual that you were spending most of your time with all week. Just, hi, you're not cutting the night early, are you? Perhaps we take this party to the lower monastery. I understand many of the folks here in the courtyard are going to be going and sharing in some of the festivities down there. Any interest in joining us?
No, that sounds cool, but I think there's I'm gonna go turn in for the night. Actually,
Oh, you wouldn't
Tony's
want to be
room.
doing that so early in the evening. Come now.
excuse us. And then I push her aside.
Yeah, I
Let's
got
not be
some.
too hasty, lads.
I'm gonna be hasty. Night.
Yeah, as efficiently as possible, I'd like to just kind of like shove her aside
Okay.
physically.
You both shove her aside and make your way to the dormitories. But we will go through one round of action with Willem. And Trinidal will look at you, Willem, and goes, "Now, your mighty Thalor give you some power in that swing? I doubt it. You trained that up yourself, didn't you, lad? Made a true man of yourself. Who we pray to? She don't hear that kind of thing. Perhaps you'd be interested in a change of the faith."
I'll give a smile and say, I'm listening. Who is she?
Ah, she? You know, the gods done nothing for me. Likely haven't done too much for you either, I imagine. And the common folk, they don't really honor the gods, no. Not the real ones, at least. So, you tell me where your friend keeps that journal, and we can arrange a proper introduction with a real true goddess. Savvy?
I understand. I understand that Randy didn't go far enough earlier, and I'm going to attack him.
Well, no matter. More souls for your precious gods. And you will roll initiative and get a surprise round upon him.
Whoop, that was an absolutely baller line. Holy
Thank
shit.
Thank you. My initiative is a 3.
Okay. You, however, given your baller line, can make a first attack against him. And I will
Nice.
say that Randy and Dunk, you will enter on the next round, and I'll have you roll initiative as well.
Bonus action. Light that sword up.
Can you hold on
Take a
1
swing.
second? I'm just going to get their initiatives in here as well.
Okay.
6.
14.
Okay, hold on 1 second. Randy, Dunk. We have Willem with a 3. Willem with a 3. Randy with a 6.
Yeah.
And Dunk with a 14.
14.
Yep.
Okay. And go ahead, Willem.
Pull out my sword. Light it up. Take a swing.
By all means.
Is he hit by a 21?
He is.
Yeah, 14.
That is 12 slashing damage and 6 fire damage.
Okay.
I'll then proceed to attack him again because I get 2 attacks per action, unless that's not what you meant.
No, go ahead.
Are we hit by an 18?
Hey, that meets a piece of.
That is another 12 slashing damage
Okay.
and 2 fire damage.
Alrighty. As your sword comes cleaving through, you cut once and then parry immediately again. You hit him right in the side and he recoils, and his body tenses. You get the sense that he has not had long to rest since his bout with Randy earlier in the day. And he will level his warhammer with you and goes, "Well, you do pack a mighty wallop, as do I."
Oh, fuck.
Uh-oh.
And I will have you make a wisdom saving throw.
Do I get to add +2 because I'm in 10 feet of myself?
I don't think you get to add those to yourself.
Whenever you were a friendly creature,
Okay, yeah.
has to make a saving throw. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna need that +2 because my wisdom saving throw is a 10.
Unfortunately, that fails. So you will take. Sorry, I lost my window. And now it's taking a very long time to load.
As a free action, Willem was going to wonder how Branwen's doing.
We will get to that in just a moment. You will take 6, 8, 6, so 14 radiant damage.
Ouch.
And your speed is halved as he pulls his fist down with his hammer and casts Spirit Guardians around him. And then he will make a bonus action War Priest attack with his Warhammer. And that is going to miss horribly. At this point, Randy and Dunk will enter, and you will see your companion Willem embroiled in a fight with the Vicar Trinidal. And while you cannot go this turn, you will go after Vicar's next turn. In the meantime, however, Branwen, you find yourself invisible.
Do we have to put our ears on?
It'll be too much to go back and forth.
So wait, so did I cast invisibility or did you go straight to combat?
You cast invisibility, and now you are in combat,
Okay.
and it is their turn.
Okay.
And they are going to have to have multiple things open at the same time. This is very tough.
Are these 2 simultaneous separate combats?
Yes.
Wild.
I'm no longer naked, just afraid.
Oh, good.
That's a step in the right direction.
Yeah.
Or a step in the wrong direction, depending on what kind of night you're trying to have.
Well, it turned really quickly.
It did.
Oh. Oh.
What?
Okay.
What?
They are going to.
Be nice and let me go. Maybe they don't have object permanence and they think I'm gone forever out of existence.
Are you fighting babies?
They're just gonna go ahead and do it. It's gonna be nuts, but they don't.
No.
They don't care. They are going to cast Sunburst as a beam of white, kind of not sunlight, more like it's almost like a filmy light. They just kind of like point their finger into the ground and goes, "No, you don't," and they will erupt in this kind of shining ball of light that sends out in every direction. And I will need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh my god, I'm doing so poorly. That's so bad.
Live step reaction.
That's a 7.
Okay, hold on.
Oh no.
I can't keep track of this.
Oh god.
They also have
Am
to
I
do
wearing
it,
armor right now?
and they passed their Constitution saving throw.
Wait, they. Oh shit.
Yeah, they also have
called
to
in
do
the
this.
airstrike on himself.
Yeah. You can only do this once. You take 39 radiant damage. They take only half of that, which is quite a bit for them, to be perfectly honest.
Whoa, Branwen.
It's quite a bit for me as well.
Whoa, Branwen.
And then you are blinded for 1 minute.
Okay.
You may attempt to blink the blindness out of your eyes every turn with a Constitution saving throw, and now the baths are just completely illuminated in a shimmering,
Yeah.
bright light.
I wouldn't know.
You wouldn't know because you're blinded. It is now your turn.
So can I feel? Am I still like? Is he? Is
If
he
you
still, like,
popped
right
in
behind me?
right behind him, you would know that he's right there. You'll still have to attack with disadvantage, though.
What would happen if I was trying to cast Hold Person?
Has to be a creature you can see.
Fuck! You
Spoiled.
bastard! You prepared for this, you little shit. I'm so mad at you.
Note
right
the red light.
Tormentor
Oh my
era,
god,
indeed.
Chris. Shit. Oh my god. I'm so screwed. Do I remember where the door is?
It's right behind you.
I'm gonna try to get to the door.
Yeah, I mean, you're
Or
blind.
wherever my weapon is.
I'll say that you
Where's my sword?
can find the door with relative ease because it was right behind you. But if you're going to
Mhm.
attempt to find your sword, it will be a dexterity
Like triple disadvantage.
with disadvantage. Dexterity check with disadvantage to attempt to find your sword.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. And I'm just blinking my little eyeballs.
Okay.
As
And you
much
can
as I
also make a
can.
Constitution saving throw at the
At the end of my turn, probably. Beginning?
end. Yes.
All right. So here's dexterity. Oh my god. Saving throw?
No, it's a check. It is a check.
Saving throw? This is going so bad. That's an 8.
Unfortunately, you don't find your sword. Are you doing anything else?
Okay, I'm gonna
Anything else
I'm
you're
gonna
trying?
blink. I'm gonna blink my eyes.
Make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay, the 16.
You are no longer blinded, and you can see as you kind of manhandled around the room. You can see that your hands were literally darting around on either side of your
Oh my
sword. It was
god.
right in the middle the whole time.
Can I pick up my sword?
You can pick up your sword.
Yay!
And now you can now clearly see the open door to the bathhouse,
Oh,
which
God.
Bjorn has whipped around as he heard it and is staring into, but he cannot see you, given your
Oh
invisibility.
yeah, because I'm still invisible.
Indeed. And with that, we'll pop over to Willem and Co. And it is now Willem's turn. Actually, no. It's technically. So I gave you a free turn. He attacked. It's your turn.
Okay.
Because you've only attacked once, right?
I only attacked once. That's correct.
Your turn.
Okay. Bonus action, point at Trinidal and give him the old hex.
Okay.
He takes an extra 1d6 necrotic damage when I hit him, I think.
Okay.
Gonna
Yeah, it's just
double-check on
you.
that. And yes, I'm gonna give him disadvantage on strength saving throws.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna try to hit him again. Natty 20, baby!
Yeah.
So that's full damage, and then I roll again.
Yes.
Okay. Does that mean full damage on my
Your base attack.
fire damage as well?
I don't know. Just your base attack.
Okay. So then that would be. So do you still want me to roll the fire damage?
Yes.
Okay. So that would be 14 for the base attack and 9 fire damage. And then another 10 slashing damage. And then another 7 fire damage.
Necrotic?
And then 2 necrotic and another 2 necrotic if we're doing full.
Okay. Roll. You can attack him again.
Okay. How bad does he look?
Not great.
Okay. Then I am going to attack him, but before I do, I'm going to point him out and I'll say, you know, reading these books in this church for this past week, I did learn one thing. You heard of Thalor's gospel? I will carry out great vengeance on them and punish them in my wrath. Then they will know that I am the Lord and I take vengeance on thee. And then I'll try to hit him with a 12.
He kind of that does not hit, and he hears that he kind of like he's grimacing in pain from like the strikes that you just levied against him, and then he managed to kind of push you just aside as you swing again, and like looks up at you as you're shouting this epitaph, and he's just, "What are you saying, lad?" And he's gonna whirl his hammer around his head and attempt to strike you.
Good luck.
Okay. That is not going to hit with a 16. Actually, hold on. Let me remind myself about Spirit Guardians and anything that you have to do in the next turn because you're starting in it. I need you to make another Wisdom saving throw.
Okay. 7, or no, 22.
You're fine. Do you take half damage? I don't think so. You do. Okay, so 3d8. You take 6, 8, 6 plus 8 is 14, 7. 21 divided by 2, 11 radiant damage. And he will gloriously miss you with his first strike. Wow, and then he rolled a nat 1. He is hurting quite a bit, and his hammer is going to like whisk past you. He's kind of swinging one-handed, and it catches in the door frame as he pulls back, and he looks at Randy and Dunk kind of arriving on the scene. He goes, and it is now Dunk's turn.
Quick
Can I
question.
have?
Wait, go ahead, Randy.
I
Yeah.
think Doug was going to ask it.
Yeah, we're praying to the DM god. If I could have used bolstering magic before the fight to
As we're running.
return, yeah, as we're Sorkinin over to the battle to return a spell slot. to Randy.
We'll allow it.
Hooray!
That is a second level spell slot.
That'll do. Thank you.
All right. I imagine I'm probably close enough to just run up and hit him, right?
Yes. But entering his space will need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Ooh, I'm not good at those.
But you get to add 2 because we were within 10 feet of me.
Oh shit, Nat 20. Okay.
Hey!
Oh, fuck. That dude's wise.
You only take 8 radiant damage.
Only 8. That's not bad. Okay. All right. Let's smack him recklessly. That is, 16 to hit.
That does not hit.
Dang. But I get to hit him again. All right. Let's see if we can do something with a 25.
That will hit.
There's the 12. There it is. Let's see. 6. That'll be 12 damage.
Okay. Are you doing anything else with your turn?
No.
You only get to do 1 hit per turn? Oh, no, you missed your
You
turn.
missed the
I
first
missed my
one.
first one.
Randy, it
Mhm.
is your turn.
I'm going to see Trinidal. And outside of the room of like outside the door, I assume, like wherever that space begins, am I ever able to see where people are taking damage?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna stay like right outside of that, and I'm gonna eye him down, and I'm just gonna I'm gonna cast spiritual weapon, and I'm gonna make it a weapon that looks like my face, and it's gonna blast out little orbs from his mouth
Okay.
within melee range.
Okay.
How like Mega Man of you.
So I'm gonna cast that, and then I'm gonna cast guiding bolt at first level, and mirroring exactly what I did before in the courtyard when I nearly killed him. I'm gonna and shoot him. That'll be a 23 to hit.
That will hit.
Okay. For 14 damage on that.
Okay.
And then the weapon also will hit. It'll go and it'll shoot him. Fuck.
Did it not hit?
For sure, no.
Okay. He is going to kind of crumple, and he's like kind of leaning on one knee, pulling himself back up by his warhammer. And he's going to look up at you, the two of you, like right in front of him, and then look beyond you, past Randy, and he goes, "You no doubt got me beats here, lad. But I reckon you kill me, and she'll kill her." And he's going to gesture for you all to look over your shoulder as Sister Tilly and Dimia arrive, a knife clutched against Sina's throat and her hands pulled behind her back. Just behind you, Randy. And Dimia will go, "She's right. Not afraid to do it. Leave him be, and you can all bear witness. I think you'll find you're quite weary, and my blade is quite sharp." Just going to kind of dig it in just a little bit to draw a bit of blood from Sina's neck.
I would like to send a telepathic message to Randy.
It is also your turn. So you can take a free action to send your telepathic message.
I will tell Randy I don't like it, but if she dies, I can bring her back. And then
I turn back to him and I out loud say, "Excuse me."
And it is now your turn, Willem.
I will level my sword at Trinidal and just say sort of like, what are we doing here?
You're standing down, lad.
Ooh, I'm so full of vengeance.
You're standing down. You're gonna give us that book. And you can all leave here alive. Even your little friend there. And as you think about that, Branwen, it is now Bjorn's turn. And they are going to
Kill me, probably.
swing at you with their blade at disadvantage.
Chris, I have to give. Can I get a point of karma points?
Why?
Because I took a lot of damage and invisibility as a concentration spell.
You can maintain it. It's okay. But you must
Yes!
roll concentration after this one.
Okay.
He does
That's how
hit.
you know I'm screwed.
He does hit with his first strike, but misses with his second. And that is going to be 4 piercing damage, and wow, that's actually.
And that's it.
I swear to
That's
God,
it. That's
I didn't.
all.
I did not plan this.
That's all the damage, right? That's
Because
all the
when you are
damage,
hit
right?
with a Divine Pact Blade, the target cannot benefit from being invisible or half or 3/4 cover. So your invisibility drops.
Hey, it works. It works out, man.
And he's going to look at you and goes, there you are. And it is now your turn.
Shit. I'm gonna. Is this guy an Eladrin? Is he Fey? Is he from here?
He is from here.
Awesome. I'm going to bonus action activate my sword's Feybound defense. So I get resistance to damage from him now.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna attack him twice.
Okay.
Oh my god. um that's a 14.
That hits.
Yes, okay, then the second hits. And also the first hit gets sneak attack because as a multi-class swashbuckler rogue, I can now get sneak attack whenever I'm 1v1ing somebody. Oh,
Nice.
thank gosh. So the first one is gonna do. Oh god, that's garbage damage. Plus. So the first one is gonna be 13 damage, and I'm gonna make the other one. I'm going to. Oh, fuck. Randy, I used all my bardic inspirations on you, you little turd. Wait, did we take a short rest since Randy's trial? You little turd. And then the second one's gonna be 5 damage. I rolled so bad.
How would you
on
like to do this?
everything. Oh, for real? Thank God.
They took a lot of damage from their suicidal
I'm just
act.
gonna like stab him and then like get ready to hit him like to defend and then realize he's dead and be like, holy shit.
You plunge your blade through his throat. He catches as he slides back and just backflips, like backflops into the water. the murky red color bleeding into the steam and just
Oh my god.
filling the room in a red hue, not unlike this one.
I'm gonna stand there for a second and be like, what the fuck? And then I'm gonna grab all of Cena's stuff and the rest of my stuff. And then doubtfully like poke my head out of the door and see what's happening.
As you look down the hallway, you can see Dimia, another woman you don't quite recognize. Actually, no, you do. You hung out with her, Sister Tilly, and Sina in Dimia's
Mr. Tilly,
clutches,
no!
held at the far end of the hallway, and you can make out Randy's Goliath form as well. And they're clearly locked in quite a battle at the moment. And it is Willem's turn.
Wait,
Go ahead.
can I cast invisibility on myself?
Yes.
Yes! Okay, come on. I'm just gonna slowly creep my way up toward
Willem.
what's happening.
Oh god, I need to decide between two risky things. We're rolling a dice for it. Alright. I will turn on my heel and level my sword at Dimia, and I say, if you believe so strongly in your goddess, let the girl go and fight me like the zealot you are, and I will compel duel her.
Is that a wisdom saving throw?
It is a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. What's the save?
15. Fail it, fail it, fail it, fail it!
She did not fail.
No.
She looks at you, smirks. I like you. I don't like most of them, but you were better than most. I thought you might be partial based on our conversations. This is your last warning. Give us the book. Drop your weapons. She'll be fine. Are you doing anything else with your turn? Because that is a spell that you cast.
That is my action, but I have a bonus action. And I'm gonna. Can I hold my bonus action?
I don't think so. I don't think
Okay,
you can.
then yes. I'll do nothing.
Okay. With that, it is Trinidal's turn. And he's going to back away. So you can make an attack of opportunity against him if you'd like to.
Oh.
And he'll just back away. And he is going to. So first off, are you using your reaction to make an attack of opportunity against him? You or Dunk may do so. He's gonna kind of hold up his hands and back away.
I'm not gonna do it.
Okay.
I'm not gonna do it.
And he will cast healing word upon himself
Motherfucker.
at the
That son of a bitch.
third level.
Fuck.
I could have fucking killed him.
1d4 plus ability modifier. So that is okay. 3, 4, 7. 27.
That's so many.
Make it less, Chris. Make it less.
And that will be his turn. And it is now Sister Tilly's turn. And she will look at you, Dunk, and go, Dunk, I think you want your friend here to be okay, wouldn't you say? How about we drop that scary little battle axe Plus, I think you and I both know that there are people here at the temple that can offer you something you sorely need. Wouldn't you agree?
Mm.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Chris, you're so mean.
Everything I need is in this room right here.
Yeah.
And I'm going to, with
Brandon.
a bonus action, Misty Step. Dimia's holding Sina.
Yeah.
This was
I'm going
literally
to,
my
with a
plan
bonus
too.
action, Misty Step behind Dimia and attempt to grapple her.
Okay. That is a strength on strength check, yes?
It's a athletics check against your either athletics or acrobatics, whichever you choose.
Okay. I'm going to do acrobatics.
Okay. That is a 19.
Sure, with Nat 20.
No! Silvery barbs, motherfucker.
That's
And
so
I'm not
fucking-
invisible anymore.
She rolled an
Aw.
18! She's grappled!
Wait,
Branwen
Silvery
Silvery. She
barbs.
rolled a Nat 20. Branwen
Oh.
Silvery Barb. She finished with an 18.
Let's go.
oh yeah, okay. So I've got a
Holy-
grapple now.
So, but the way the
I did
grappling
mostly
works, just for context, so we don't run into another Trunchmer situation, their
Yeah.
movement speed is 0. That's it.
Can I like pull her arms
You
away
gotta
from
have those
her
arms
neck?
restrained.
But that's not. That would be restrained. They are very different things. You have to grapple first and then restrain. I will say that Cena is out of effective danger, but they can still attack.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
that was
That's what we wanted.
Yeah.
That's what we
the main
wanted.
thing was I just wanted to get her hands away from Sina's throat.
I'll say that yes, your manhandling her is preventing her from getting a clean fell of the blade.
Nice. Okay. I didn't think past this part.
Well, technically, that is your turn.
Yeah. Well, it the I do have an attack left. I can't use my battle axe or my great axe because that's two-hander.
To
But I can
grab.
get at least
Yeah, you're right. You have
because
one
it's not
attack
an
left.
attack,
Yeah.
so I do have an attack left. So I'm gonna just give her a little jab
Okay.
just for the hell of it, I guess. I don't know. It's 9. 26 to hit.
That'll hit.
For 6 damage.
Okay. Randy, it's your turn.
I don't have to do my idea anymore, which is a good thing. I'm going to. How far away is Dimia?
She's right in front of you.
And she's being grappled.
Yes, actually, I have an owlbear for this exact situation. Give me 1 minute.
Oh my god. Guys, I love silvery barbs.
That was
It's
clutch.
It really is crazy.
Silvery barbs might be the best spell in D&D.
I love my 2 favorite spells, silvery barbs, counterspell. I
Yeah.
love both of them.
Also, not to like, I don't know what the word is, Branwen
Detract.
and Sina, but yeah, I was including the hallway when I said everything I need in this room. The door was open, so-
Thank you. He somehow knew I was there, but invisible. He saw my little wet footprints down the hallway.
Right.
Oh yeah, Cena and I are both soaking wet.
It's true.
Oh,
Oh.
Clothed? Yes, Sina is clothed.
Clothes, but
Yes.
we're both just soaking wet.
All right.
I'm trying to get the.
It's fine. Don't
oh.
worry about it.
There we go. That's why she was locked. These are very tight quarters.
Sure are.
Where's Dunk?
Are we able to open the owl bear?
Not yet. I know it looks
Okay.
tighter than it is. There is some openings here.
It's not yet time for the draft horse.
It is not yet time for the draft horse. Okay, it is now time. Nope, it's not. Hold on. Okay, it is now time for the draft horse.
There's another merch idea. It's now time for the draft horse. Oh my. Oh, we are far closer together than I thought we were.
You're kind of not. It's the scale is a little weird. Like you're further down, but you can get there, like because you're not actively in the combat.
Okay. Oh, I'm off the map.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was just this isn't exactly my map, so. Give me just a minute.
Tilly, I trusted you, Tilly.
She helped Dunk read.
She did.
And she taught me how to
And Bjorn.
dance.
I trusted Bjorn.
Who is that? I've never heard of this man.
Randy had so fewer experiences than all of you.
I meditated.
I hung out on a mountain.
We low-key had a party. Low-key.
As I shared with Branwen, everyone's decisions brought you here, and she went down like the path that basically avoided all clues. Actually, all of you did. Like all of you chose the path where you did not explore the things that would have given you more signs.
Oh no.
Tormentor era.
I attempted to get something from Trinidal.
You did. And I think you did.
I did.
I
Kind of.
wanted
didn't
to
go
hang
into-
out with people.
I didn't go into Bumblefoot's hole.
You didn't.
Yeah,
Bramblefoot's
I wanted to see Bramblefoot's hole.
Everyone wants to see
Okay.
Bramblefoot's hole.
Show hole, baby.
It is
I've
Randy's
heard he only
turn.
shows his holes to people he really likes.
Okay. In front of me is Dimia, who is being grappled by Dunk. What is Sina's position right now? Is she being grappled by Dimia?
Literally, it's like arm around her stomach, Dunk's arm around Dimia's like chest.
Okay, that's all I need. I am gonna do my idea. I
Yeah.
slowly walk up to her and to Dimia and I say, "Let her the fuck go." And I put my hand on her head and I
Yeah.
cast banishment.
Yeah.
Okay. What's the spell save for banishment?
16 charisma.
Okay, she's pretty charismatic.
No.
I already used my silvery barbs.
18.
Bah!
So you're just holding her face?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's just
I'll
like-
do that. I'll grip very tightly though. How about that?
Oh, actually, I'm sorry. It was a
Hold on.
26. I
Oh,
have
well,
always,
that
for a very
took a
long
little while.
time, done modifiers instead of saving throws. So it's a lot higher.
Got it. Well, that's a bummer. Yeah, I'll just grip her face very tightly and then
Crush that skull.
my spiritual weapon will attack Trinidal.
Okay. Oh, sorry. Let me put that in here. I'm not finding him.
Should we be in the owl
And
bear?
that'll miss too.
Yes.
You're not in the owl bear?
I'm not in the owl bear. I'll get in that bear.
It's a 12 to hit.
It does not hit, I'm afraid.
Yeah, I did nothing. Next.
You put in a good effort.
You put in a good effort.
And a 4th level spell slot.
And with that, it is now Dimia's turn. And she is going to cackle, but under your hand, it's more like. And she is going to use her special trait, the Fallen's Redemption.
Are you sure?
And I will
Can
have
she not do that instead?
all of you make wisdom saving throws.
Anybody within 10 feet of my head, too?
I'm so far away.
I got a nat.
Branwen, you do not have to. You're out of 30 feet, technically.
Yes! Thank you.
Am I
Because
within
I
10
would not have
I don't, think,
passed.
I don't think anybody's within 10 feet of you, actually.
Yeah.
That's a bummer.
Sina is.
Sina is
I
not.
got
Randy?
I got a nat 20. I'm good.
I got a
Oh,
mighty
no, Willem.
15.
Sorry.
A mighty what, Willem?
A mighty 15.
Dunk?
An even mightier 13.
And Sina rolled a 5. Everyone except for Randy is now in awe and frightened of Dimia. And for 1 minute, you can repeat the save at the end of your turns, and you are now frightened of Dimia, which means you all must move as far away from her as possible on your turn.
Is that how frightened works? I thought you just cannot move toward her. And attacks against her have disadvantage.
I think it depends if you're doing 5e or Baldur's Gate rules.
No, I thought that was a 5e rule as well.
Hold on. It's a worthy question. You cannot move willingly closer, and you have disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while the source of fear is within the line of sight. Okay. And then let me look up if she has to use her action to escape the grapple.
I do believe it's an action to escape.
We really should know this by now, given how frequently we do it.
Yeah, escape and
Trying to
grapple take
avoid
an
another
action.
crunch
A grappled
situation.
creature can use its action to escape. Indeed.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. That is then. Well, that's her turn for now.
Oh, I don't like that.
It is Willem's turn.
Don't like this for now.
And Bramwin, you can enter combat if you choose.
I'd like to.
Roll initiative.
Actually, I'm gonna go to camp.
Go chill in the tiny hut.
Yeah, quick, hang out in the tiny hut, take a long rest real quick. Maybe you'll still be here.
All right.
Yes. Do I need to roll initiative?
You do need to roll initiative.
That is a 19.
Okay. You will enter at the top of the next round.
Bonus action Hunter's Mark on Trinidal.
Okay.
So that's an extra 1d6 damage to the target whenever I hit him with a weapon attack, and then I'm gonna go up and try to do a hit.
Okay.
Are we hit by a 25?
We are.
That would be 16 slashing damage,
Okay.
4 fire damage, 6 necrotic damage, and 6 more slashing damage.
Okay.
Then we're gonna do another hit.
Go ahead.
Are we hit by a 26?
We are.
Ooh. Another 16 slashing damage. 7 fire damage. 6 necrotic damage.
How would you like to
And
do this?
another 3 slashing damage. I'm going to put my fucking sword through his breastplate
Okay.
and stab his wicked heart.
The rest of you witness as Trinidal succumbs to the blade plunged into his chest as he recoils and kind of buckles down. He goes, "It's a good shot, lad. Very good shot." And slump to the ground.
Dang, that's cool though.
Are you doing anything else with your turn, Willem?
Being afraid of Dimia and really liking the amount of extra dice I get to roll for damage.
Okay. It is then Branwen's turn. However, you hear an enormous amount of commotion coming from the other side of the door. And it is now, the door closest to Willem.
Okay, that's not my problem. I'm gonna get a bit closer, and I am going to throw 2 of Sina's blades at Dimia.
Okay. Roll to hit.
Okay. So one of them was a solid 10.
That does
But
not
the
hit.
other is a 15.
That also does not hit.
Fuck.
It
Do
was
the
really
blades end up somewhat close to Sina?
They fly around in the air around this very tight corridor, and everyone is like, "Huh, huh, huh," as these blades come flying through from an invisible source. As Dimia looks down the hall and goes, "Huh, didn't drown, did you?" And yes, you are still invisible.
Because I didn't. The invisibility should go away when I attack.
Oh, okay, never mind. You're not invisible anymore.
Are you saying that because I rolled so poorly?
It was meant to. It meant to.
It's an attack.
Meant to indicate that she has true sight.
Oh shit. Okay, that's worse. Can I still be invisible?
No.
Damn.
Are you doing anything else with your turn?
The other thing that I want to do is an action, so no.
Okay.
But Sina's knives are on the floor in that area,
Got it.
so she can get some knives.
It is now Tilly's turn. And she is going to, upon you, Randy. Not Randy. Yes, Randy, because that's the only one that she can really see. Cast Flame Strike upon you.
Oh, that hits a lot of people, I think.
There are so many Randys.
Yeah, why are there so many Randys?
That Randy is the spiritual weapon.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Yes, it will be in a.
Oh, whoops.
There's still
There's still
3
3.
Yeah, my bad.
It's a 10-foot radius, so it's going to be back here. She's going to cast it kind of right behind Randy, so it does not hit Dimia. And you need to make a dexterity saving throw.
That's something I am bad at.
Hey Chris, I
Christina
also
would be
just
so
realized I fucked up. I can't Hex and Hunter's Mark at the same time because both are concentration.
Okay. Well, you broke your
Got an
head,
18.
and you would have killed him anyway.
Okay.
Got an 18.
Okay, that succeeds, and you only take
A fuck ton of damage.
3, 2, 8, 10.
Only a lot.
You only take 7 damage.
11
9.
fire damage and 8 radiant damage.
Okay.
So 19 total.
Interesting.
Interesting.
On her turn, on the far side here, Willem, people will start to spill through this door, brandishing hammers and sickles.
Communists.
And
That's
they're-
why the red background.
exactly. And they're gonna chant
Wish
like,
someone had a drop for the communist anthem right now. That'd be so funny.
and they'll kind of jump in. And they'll be like, "Drop your weapons now!" And with that, it is Dunk's turn.
Yeah, grappling isn't really doing a whole lot for me anymore. So I'm just gonna choose to release her. And I'm going to I'm gonna get angry.
Okay.
To I'm gonna rage, and oh yeah, when I rage, what happens? A 1. Where's the 1? Where is that? There it is. Shadowy tendrils lash around me. Each creature of your choice that I can see within 30 feet of me must succeed on a Constitution saving throw or take 1d12 necrotic damage. That's pretty good.
Got a
Okay.
little Arms of Hadar going.
Yeah, really.
Yeah. How many people are within 30 feet of me?
Pretty much everybody.
Everybody, yeah. Let's see. Okay, what's the saving throw for that?
Including us, your friends.
8 plus.
Yeah, is it everybody?
Creatures of
Everybody?
your choice.
No, it's everybody that I choose.
Okay.
So not
Very
y'all.
convenient.
So
That's what
8
Arms of
plus
Hadar looks
3,
like.
11 plus Constitution is so 14. They have to succeed on 14.
Okay.
I think Randy should get a healing spell called Arms of Adara.
That's
Oh,
good. Tilly fails. The guy to the north of Willem fails. The individual
We're
to
all-
the south of Willem passes. And Dimia also passes.
Okay. Um,
So you roll your
would you
d12.
rather? Would you rather I just roll a d12?
Yeah, and they'll all
Or-
get it. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
This is good content, guys.
That is a 6.
Okay.
And that's necrotic damage. I don't know if they're resistant or so. Okay. Cool. I also get 1d12 temporary hit points. 1. Cool.
Neat.
I'm not even gonna bother putting it on there.
Wowie.
So, all right. So then, yeah, I'm gonna with recklessly. Let's see who should I hit. I'm gonna hit Dimia.
So you have disadvantage against attacks against her.
I'm gonna hit Tilly.
Okay.
Recklessly. Yeah, that's gonna hit 29. I
Yep.
imagine. Well,
Indeed.
ooh. 10. Okay, let's see. 10 plus 13 plus 6 is 19 plus 1 is 20 damage.
Okay.
And I will hit again. Another 26, I assume, will hit.
Indeed.
Or 2 plus 3 is 5. Plus 6, 11. 12 damage.
Okay. Ouch. She will recoil and shout, "Dunk! I thought you might be amenable to our situation.
I
With
thought you
that.
might be amenable to not shitting on my friends.
Okay. And now Randy's turn.
Is okay. So Dimia cast that fire strike.
No, Dimia did not. That was Tilly.
Oh, Dimia's still hanging on to Sina, huh?
Yes.
What's Sina doing? How does she look?
Terrified.
Okay. And that knife's still at her throat, huh?
Not currently.
But she's being grabbed.
Yes, just because Dunk has relinquished his grapple and it has not been Dimia's turn yet.
Okay. If I how's Dimia looking?
Completely fine.
Uh-oh.
Terrified.
She has been punched by Dunk.
Yeah. Fair enough.
He's got big muscles.
He's beefy. He's our beefy boy.
6 damage worth of muscles.
He's our beefy non-Euclidean boy.
I am going to attempt to pry her hands off of Cena.
Okay.
Get Cena out of her grasp.
Okay. You can make a contested strength check.
My will.
Look at that chunky cat.
Yeah, he's voluminous.
13.
Is that healthy?
That succeeds. You're able to
Okay.
wrench
Losing weight,
Cena
he's on
out of
very
her
fast
arms.
food.
And Cena is no longer grappled.
Great. And that's my action, I assume.
Indeed.
I will use my. Does she look injured at all?
Cena?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Just my
Then I will use my bonus action to cast Shield of Faith. Actually, wait. What's that one spell? Lesser Restoration, right? That's the one I have that I can use at any time.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cast that on myself.
Why?
Is that a bonus
Why?
action or an action?
More so why?
Why?
I'm bad. I'm doing horrible.
It's not a healing spell.
Oh,
Like
you're
curses and
right.
status effects and stuff.
You're right.
yeah.
Thanks, Chris.
You're welcome.
Yeah, then I'll cast Shield of Faith on. If I could see Branwen when I do it on her, but I can't.
You can see her by the end of the hall. She's no longer invisible.
Oh,
I'm not in combat though.
No, you are. You rolled initiative. We just
Well, I'm
haven't
not,
gotten
like,
to your
in
turn yet.
punchy range. Oh.
then yeah, okay. I'll cast it on myself.
Okay. With
Um,
that,
and then
go ahead. Oh, yes, your
well,
sacred weapon.
not my spirit weapon, which will.
Your spirit weapon's not afraid of Dimia.
True. Yeah, it's gonna float on over and blast Dimia. Hopefully. It will. It will this time. Hot dog. Yeah, it's over 20.
Indeed, that'll hit.
Excellent. That'll be 10 damage.
Okay. It is now Dimia's turn. As she wrench
It could
Cena
not be though.
from her arms, she will turn to you, Randy, and say, "Pity. I think she would have liked to kill another one of the Gods champions. But I'll do it
What?
myself." And she
Lore
will
drop.
take her sword and cleave in your general direction. The first one is a 19.
Yeah, that'll hit.
That is 10 slashing damage. 11 necrotic damage. So 21. And
I'm
she will.
down.
Is it too late to silvery bar?
It is.
I think it is, yeah.
As she downs you, she'll bring the blade like back. So she basically like cleaves down into your shoulder and rips it back. And is going to turn and do it straight to Sina as well. The first attack hits.
Silvery barbs.
Okay.
Unless the second one was a nat 20, then I'll silvery barbs that one.
It was not. The redo of the first attack also hits. The second attack misses. I don't know why I'm rolling a second attack. I only needed to roll one attack because this is her second attack. But the first one misses, hits after silvery barbs. So that will be
I whistle real loud.
9 slashing damage. 13 necrotic. What did I say? 9 slashing?
You said 2 slashing.
You said 9 slashing.
He said 2 slashing.
Okay. And as she pulls her blade back from slashing at Sina, she goes, "There's still time! You can live to see it!" And with that, it is Willem's turn.
Am I still afraid of Dimia?
You are. You can roll to save at the end of your turn.
Okay. Free action. The people who just came in with the hammers and sickles, the communists.
Yeah.
Are they like heavily armored, or do they look like just people who are?
Look like people who are wielding weapons.
Okay.
You've seen them around,
I
generally.
will gesture towards Trinidal's body with my sword, and I'll say, "You want to wind up like the vicar? If not, turn around and get out of here." And I will wait for a reaction and hold my action.
I'll say that you can make an action to attempt to persuade them, intimidate them to leave.
I will look at which of those is higher for me. Okay, I will attempt to persuade them. Say, drop your weapons if you want to live. And that will be a 21 to persuade. 15
Okay.
plus 6.
Okay. This guy up here, like looks down at Vicar's Trinidal's body, and he splits keys. He just like drops and he goes, "You're right. This ain't worth it," and runs out. This woman here is gonna like nervously look up after him and then go, "You 21? You said?"
Yep.
Yeah, and then she'll just go and steal herself.
Okay. As a bonus action, I would like to move my hunter's mark onto her.
Okie dokie. Doing anything else with your turn?
That was my action, right?
Yes.
Was trying to persuade them. All right, then no.
Okay. It is now Sina's turn.
Go work, go.
Come on, white girl.
She nervously kind of paws around for her weapon, and manages to find one of the blades lying on the ground, and attempt to, which she's frightened, so it'll be with disadvantage, an attempt to strike at Dimia and miss. She will do so again.
If I can get close to Randy, I can heal him, but I need for that scary to be over.
She rolled nat 20 on her second one, but she
Oh,
rolled a
no!
6 on the disadvantage roll, so she could not miss. And she's going to kind of look down the hall, like look at Randy and then look at you, Branwen, and just go and shake her head frantically. As this individual is going to attempt to strike at you, Willem, with their sickle.
Good luck.
You're not hit by a 19, correct?
Oh no. Oh no, I'm not.
But you are hit by a 21?
Just barely, but yes.
Okay. Not a lot of damage. 6 slashing damage.
Ow!
And it is now Branwen's turn.
Can I get wisdom saves from Dimia and Tilly, please?
Sure. What are you attempting to do?
And can you make them really low?
What are you
Just as
attempting
a
to do?
treat? I would like to hold the persons
Okay.
at 3rd level.
Tilly failed. Dropped it. New die. Dimia succeeds.
Silvery barbs. It's my
Hey.
turn, so it's a new round.
Yeah. She fails.
Go, White Girl, go! Go, White Girl, go!
No.
Go, Fey Girl.
Oh, God. And they are held. And that is my turn.
What a turn it was.
Okay.
Oh, Chris, can I
Oh, yeah, make your
retroactively wisdom
roll.
save to not be afraid anymore?
Mhm.
That's a wisdom save?
Mm-hmm.
Does Sina can Sina make me not afraid?
Be not afraid.
Be not afraid.
She failed
Chris,
her
am I
check.
no longer afraid on a 17?
Does she get advantage for fun?
You are still afraid, Willem.
17 is so high!
The spell save is 19.
Wow.
Goddamn. Wow. So I.
Yeah.
I can do something to help next turn. It's fine. Don't worry.
It is now Tilly's turn, but she is held. So she will make a wisdom saving throw to attempt to break out of it and fail, making it Dunk's turn.
Nice. So I don't have to do anything to try to pass with the fear save, right? It just happens at the start of my turn.
No, you
End
do
of
at the
your
end
turn.
of your turn.
Oh, the end of my turn. Okay. Well then I'm going to attack Tilly again.
Okay.
Recklessly.
I believe it should be with advantage because she's paralyzed.
He already has advantage, but yes.
He
Oh.
can have double advantage.
Quadruple
as a cheat.
advantage.
Oh. Well then I guess if she's paralyzed, I don't have to attack recklessly. I can just
Mm-mm.
attack normally. So yeah. That says 17 to hit.
That does hit.
Nice. Oh, man, I'm rolling awfully. So 5, 11 plus 5. 16 damage on the first one.
Okay.
And a 26 to hit for.
That'll hit. How would you like to do this?
Oh, nice. I'm just gonna look at her and say, it's a pity. I was really starting to come around, and I'm gonna go hamburger style.
Okay. You bring your
Into-
great axe cleaving through the hallway and just separates, kind of catches it as it embeds itself in her chest, and she just as blood spurts out of her throat, she falls to the floor.
Chris, the guy that doesn't like gore.
Did it describe it?
Yeah, and then I'm just gonna look at Dimia with a.
Make your wisdom saving throw.
Oh, right. No.
Okay.
Be not afraid.
7.
Randy, please DM me the results of your death saving throw.
Oh! Why did I suggest this? I hate it when I'm on the other end.
It is now Dimia's turn, and she will spend it attempting to break the DC, and she does. And that is her action, but she will use her bonus action. Or is that her whole turn? I forget.
Let me check my telephone.
Not gonna name my telephone.
At the end of each of its turns, the target can make another wisdom saving throw.
So yeah,
So the
that
end.
is her turn. And it is Willem's turn.
I'm gonna look at the person in front of me, and I am gonna do a hit.
Okay.
How are we hitting on a 16?
That will hit.
All right. That is 11 slashing, 11 fire, and 4 more slashing.
11
So
slashing.
15 slashing and 11 fire.
Okay. And the second
And
attack?
then we're gonna do it again. Are we hit by an 11?
We are not.
Okay. There was an attempt.
All right. It is now. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
I'm looking something up to see if I could do it as a bonus action. Nope, not a bonus action.
Okay. Branwen, it is your turn.
Can I get to Randy?
You would have to pass through Dimia's area of influence.
Pass through.
Like she would incur an attack of opportunity.
Bonus action disengage as I pass through her area. Third level cure wounds on Randy.
Okay. Roll your cure wounds.
Garbage. Okay. That is going to be 15 points.
Go figure, go.
Nice. Are you doing anything else with your turn?
Oh, that's my whole turn.
Randy, it is your turn.
At 15 hit points. Let's fucking go.
Well, I definitely just flick Dimia on the forehead
like-
as I pass by her. Fuck off.
Okay. I'm going to Can I see Willem from where I am?
You cannot.
Reds. Okay. In that case, I'm going to cast Channel Divinity, which I split 45 HP between two people, or however many people I want that I can see. I don't know. How is Dunk looking over there?
I'm good. I'm good.
Okay, then we can only heal up to half of our max HP with that. So I'm gonna give myself 25 and you 20, Branwen.
Oh, thank you.
Up to half.
All right. Are you doing
Okay, and
anything?
then can I?
So I think spiritual weapon ended when you went down. No,
It doesn't.
It doesn't.
Actually.
That's right. It's 10 rounds. Yeah, so you're good.
Yeah, it just kind of does nothing.
Yeah.
So Sina looks like dazed.
She's out of it now. She's made an attack. She's been attacked. So she's she's
Okay.
with it.
I'm debating whether or not I want to run down this hallway. Yeah, I'm gonna turn around to Branwen and Sina, kind of both like looking between them, seeing Dunk over there, and I'm just gonna say like, we got to get the fuck out of here. We got to go somewhere else.
And you are running away?
There's only 2 of them.
I'm just gonna say that.
Okay.
Okay.
Are you doing anything else with your turn?
Nope. Well, spiritual weapon attack, but that's it.
Okay, go ahead.
Bing bong. Nope.
All right.
What?
Doesn't hit. 13.
Dimia, seeing you rise, is going to, her eyes will glow a deep purple. as she cries out in vengeance, and I will have everyone roll a Constitution saving throw.
That's not good.
I constitute 16.
19.
11.
Someone got a 4.
Branwen.
It's Branwen.
Yeah.
Sina also got a
I think I
4.
should. Oh my god! I saw.
Bestie. Or more.
Everyone but
Yeah, we're
Dunk.
just gals being pals.
Everyone but Dunk takes 47 necrotic damage. Dunk, you take half of that. So
Fucking what?
it's 24. And anyone who failed, so everyone but Dunk, is blinded.
We're all dead.
I'm more than
Yeah, we're
blinded.
down.
I'm unconscious.
Oh, all of you are down?
Except Dunk, maybe.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Yeah, no, I'm down.
actually pretty
Sina's
good.
not down. She's up by 1 point.
Oh my yes, white girl, go.
As she stands there, what's
Arms.
as she stands there, just like good, good. And she'll turn to you, Dunk. Surrender?
No, you just killed all my friends.
They'll be fine if you surrender. You can't beat me.
Can you promise they'll be fine?
Oh, I promise. You hand over that book, and they'll be fine.
Was the other person that was fighting Willem? Let's see. I kind of were they hit by the blast?
Oh yeah, they're super dead.
Okay, cool. Um, fine, just bring them back, and I'm gonna hand over the book
Terrific.
from under.
She takes it in her hand, and she's going to kind of pull Sina toward her as well. She goes, all of you are welcome to join us as well. I can't hear you, Branwen. And she goes, you may stabilize them, and if you care to, meet us in the Grand Cathedral. And we'll take a short break.
I'm gonna kill you, Chris.
I'll take it.
So we reopen. A half hour has passed, Dunk having stabilized you all and dragged you into the grand cathedral, where you had the opportunity to rest for 30 minutes under the watchful eye of Dimia, standing at the altar.
Where's Sina?
Sina is in her arms, and now assembled in the grand hall of the cathedral, the day having given way to twilight, casting a very shimmering white glow along the marble stone as it shines through the stained glassed windows, depicting Isolde's ascension. As you all come to, she's kind of looking up at the glass. All of them lies. Myths, they would have you believe, so that you continue to believe that the gods stand for something, that they stand for you. Now, you've killed many of my people tonight, but none of it will matter. She will return. She holds up the book that Dunk has provided her, and then from a satchel around her waist, another book.
Hey, Chris, are we armed?
You are armed.
Okay.
This cocky bitch.
And you see that the journal in Sarah, what's her name? Not Isolde. Dimia. Dimia's hand is has a very similar seal, the white heart, but it is fractured and bits of it are missing. And she goes, "This was supposed to be Trinidal's part, moving this monstrosity." She kind of gestures to the altar. She goes, "You're a big, strong man, champion of the gods. Why don't you come up here and move it?" She looks to you, Randy.
No.
What are you eating? Sorry.
This? It's a sweet tart rope. What do you think it
You
was?
said that and you were like, nom nom nom.
You're a big, strong man, aren't you?
Nom, 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 nom.
No.
Fair enough. And she'll point her hand at the stone and hurl a crackling bolt of energy at the altar, and all of you are just showered in dust and bits of rock that fly off the erupting stonework. As the dust settles, you can see this kind of faint indentation is visible in the floor where the pedestal once stood. Shallow and grooved, with a well carved relief, is a little indent in the stone, with the seal of Isolde carved at the center. She will bend down and place the book into the indentation, and the bits of dust and stone start to rise up and kind of sinks and grinds slightly into the marble floor, the basin behind you beginning to peel back, descending deeper and deeper into an open abyss. Just perfect. It's real. Fantastic. Get down there. And she's going to point her sword into the abyss. Go.
Again, no.
You can stay here. We'll go alone. And she's going to like pull Sina by the throat and start to.
I step forward.
Yeah, I do too.
Funny.
I do too.
Yeah.
Good. Go. Get down there. As you begin to descend, in what order are you descending?
I want to go first.
I'm gonna go closest to what's her nuts? Sina.
So last.
What's her nuts?
I'll follow Randy.
I guess I'm last.
No, you are second to last.
Second to last.
Who has dark vision?
That'd be me.
Okay. Everybody
Not
but
me.
wait, Randy,
The
you
guy
shouldn't
with
go
no
first.
target.
Wait. Can I cast? I can cast light though.
Okay.
A little can't whip.
Can't whip. You cast light and are able to see that despite the plunging darkness beneath you, there are no sconces, no torches, no visible sign of light anywhere in the catacombs below you. And you start to venture down. And as you do so, Dimia will Sorkin. Just, We called Isolde a champion of the gods, but doing so belittles what she sacrificed. Seraphim knows of this sacrifice, knows what it means to give up oneself in service to something bigger than yourself. I know it too, but not for long.
What did Isolde sacrifice? And to what?
To what? To whom, rather? The Lich King, Gortath.
Sorry.
To the Lich
Escape.
King. I'm changing it. Gorgoth.
Greg! Greg!
That's just Lord of the Rings with a different letter in the front.
Gorgoth. Suri and Arlen, Isolde's companions, they built this place not to honor her, but to ensure her sacrifice was never undone. You see, this place is peculiar, different. Once the site of an ungodly amount of death. Her voice begins to echo in the hall as you descend deeper down the stairs. She goes, a time well before our own. So much death it ripped a hole in the plains into the realm of shadow, where wraiths and liches and worst fear on all light. The Lich King, he sent his forces when Isolde and her followers stumbled upon this place, and she made a deal. She never rose to the heavens. She gave up her soul so that her people may know peace. The gods gave her nothing. They promised her nothing. But now, someone new lurks there, and we will return her to this world so that she might share with you all the true meaning of justice.
Who?
I believe you call her she. Sina knows her intimately, don't you, dear? The Lady Seraphil. Once a champion, not unlike yourself, so you claim. Well, you'll meet her in due time.
It's been a long time fucking coming.
So confident. You won't be for long.
You say that, but there's 5 of us down here and 1 of you.
Should you come up without me, the rest of them up there will kill you. And if you are so confident, then you would have already beaten me once. But I've spared you. And it's such a long drop to the bottom. As she kind of pushes Sina just to the edge. And you hear her cry out from behind you, and you all look over your shoulder and see her standing there, and she goes, very long. Keep moving. As you all arrive at the bottom of the stairs, you can see, thanks to your dark vision and Randy's light, a circular platform with a ornate stone archway at its center. The circular platform is surrounded seemingly by an empty pit with a 60-foot drop as far as you can see to a black abyss below. To the north a sloping stone staircase ascends to another landing about 30 feet away. There is no path to the east or west, but those of you with dark vision, so everyone but Randy, can see another archway, kind of a large doorway, opposite of the pit to the left. It's unclear, kind of in the darkness, how far it is. Like you can just kind of make it out from the range of your vision. But yeah, that is currently what you see at the foot of the landing.
What are your directions?
Dimia kind of looks around. She goes, I know what I must do once I'm in there. But Pons was unfamiliar with what Suri and Arlan implemented to guard the tomb. Look around! Now! And she'll kind of hold Sina up against the edge once more.
I look around.
What are we looking for exactly?
Make a perception check.
Perception or investigation?
I'm pretending to look around.
Oh, okay.
I got a 21 for perception, but I only have a light.
Well,
I
Randy,
perceive
go ahead.
19.
Willem and Randy, you can very clearly see that as you approach the archway with your light, it starts to shimmer. And as you scan the bottom, a inscription carved into the stone reads, "Don't let the darkness fool you. Lights turned off can be turned on."
I turn off my light.
You are unable to see anything personally,
Sure.
but Willem, you are able to see that the shimmering of the archway has stopped. And make an insight check.
19 again.
You notice that something on the far wall that you clocked when the archway was shimmering is no longer on the wall. So when you looked up at the landing, there was this large marble seal, like carving of Isolde's seal. But now in the darkness, without Randy's light, the seal does not persist. It is not there.
I
whisper all
can't.
this to Randy.
What?
I whisper what Chris just said to Randy. He's all like,
Okay.
doorway's not
Yeah.
shimmering.
I take off the light and I kind of rub my hands together and I cast daylight, which is like it's like light, but it's huge and lights like a lot of stuff.
It does. The room is bathed in an ethereal glow, shimmering like the day outside. And the glimmer returns to the archway, and all of you are able to very clearly see the seal of Isolde on the far side above the landing. But as you pace around the archway, you do not see it physically there. You can only see it through the shimmer of the archway.
I'd like to walk through the shimmer.
Okay. As you walk through the shimmer and find yourself on the other side, the room appears far brighter, and you can see to the left the open archway to the west, and a hallway extending beyond it, and the archway, the crest, physically fully above. But there is still a gap between the western hallway and the platform that you stand on.
Chris, you're kind of cutting in and out. Is he cutting in and out for anybody else? We're getting like every once in a while, like some words will get cut out.
Oh,
A
Ends of your
little bit.
sentences
A
generally.
little bit.
Just so you know.
thank you. Generally, you walk through the archway. You can very clearly see everything in the room now. The archway to the west that looked like a hallway in the dark is very clearly a hallway now. You can see it, down it, it curves around. You know there's more there, but there's a gap between the platform and the hallway. The crest is now physically there. You can see it having passed through the arch.
Where is the crest again? Above the hallway?
Above the landing, there's a stairway up to a landing that you can't quite see what's up there, but a crest is
Oh.
above it. So it's a very high, cavernous ceiling.
Can I walk up to the landing?
You can walk up the landing, yes.
Yeah.
At the top of the landing, you find um, the kind of immediate smell of ancient paper kind of hitting your nose as you find yourself flanked by ornate bookshelves and several suits of armor from many centuries ago, like very much days gone by. And as you step up there, your daylight kind of shines into the room, revealing a handful of sconces and torches where light would have been, providing just a bit of dim light up here. Very clearly like a library of some kind, but given your height, you are able to kind of reach up and touch the crest if you'd like to.
I would like to.
As you tap the crest, it kind of sinks into the wall, and a stone landing bridge. You can hear all of you in the space as it echoes across the cavern, begins to grind out from the platform and connect to the western hallway.
I
All there's
sorry, go
like
ahead, Randy.
there's like scrolls and stuff around here.
There are indeed.
Can I just take a bunch of them?
Sure. Are you inspecting any of them to begin with, or are you just?
I don't want to spend too much time, but I'll take a quick peruse because I there's a lot of them, right?
Yes, there are many, 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 many scrolls.
Just a very quick peruse, not to arouse suspicion that I'm doing something I shouldn't.
Okay. You grab a bunch of scrolls.
Put them in my bag.
All
Bunch
right.
of scrolls.
Willem, you were saying something?
Oh, I'm just gonna cross my arms and sort of go, all right, Dimia, what's the game? Why are you taking us here? Why are you showing us this? What are you playing at?
You are to bear witness.
Why not kill us and have your followers come down here and bear witness?
The Lady Seraphil speaks of you often. The four of you challenge her. The four of you halted her return the first time. So we will welcome her, and she will determine what will be done with you. You
You
see,
think you're doing a good thing here?
why yes.
Why do you think that?
What have the gods ever done for us?
What has Lady Seraphil ever done for you?
She listened to me. When I returned here, when my father was banished from here for questioning the teachings of people who would have you believe things that are not real, in the interest of your following, listening, kneeling at their altars, they cast him aside, said he was
Your
nothing, worthless, and he lost his life
you
because of it.
you know your father wasn't banished, right? He chose to leave.
That's what they would have you believe. Hmm.
Yeah, that's what Corlorn told me, and he told me a bunch of other stuff that made me think he wasn't exactly cool with everything that was happening here either.
You're funny. Corlorn is a fool who wasn't here during the time, so he listens to what the High Absol Grigori tells him. My uncle was unkind, unyielding, and he offered my father choice: death or banishment. So he took the choice to live and continue his search for the truth. Then
Who
he had
told you that?
me. Grigori thinks he absolves himself of guilt by welcoming me when my father died.
Your father brought you here.
It is beyond arrogant to hear the story of a man who was not here, who is not present now, who knows nothing of the truth, and take it as gospel.
And how did you hear all of this?
From my father.
Right. Okay. Sure. Your father who was dead when you came here, according to your own story. Brought
Yes.
in, he was dead.
Yes.
Then how did he tell you if he was dead?
He was alive before I came here. It's really
You were
quite
a
simple.
baby. Was she not a baby?
No, she was a young kid.
Oh,
Elves
I
are
thought
very
you.
elves live a very long time.
I thought you. I
You can still
remember
be
talking.
a foundling and be young. I'm like, why is he getting so intense about this?
A very intense misunderstanding.
I've had a lot of those.
While they're having that super intense
He,
misunderstanding,
even Cena's like in her arms, and she's just like,
yeah, I use my telepathy thing to send Cena a message. I'm just gonna ask her, do you have any ideas on what to do?
no.
Shit.
I'm
After
gonna give a little hand on the shoulder to Branwen and just uh, attempt to give back a spell slot of third level.
That's the highest level I got.
Go, go, go.
very,
Go,
very
bugbear, go. Willem is going to continue being an aggressive dumbass and maybe stalling for time.
Randy's gonna pocket a bunch of scrolls during
Okay.
this argument.
Are you doing anything else while you're up in the reading room?
I'll give it a. Can I do like a very brief investigation check to see if I like notice anything weird that I should take along?
Make an investigation at disadvantage
Disadvantage? Why?
because it involves sight.
I swear you said that it was a -2 to sight things, but 10.
How have you been? How have you been rolling it?
I've been doing -2 to perception or investigation.
Then we will continue with that.
Okay. Well, in that case, it is it, um an 8,
Okay.
which is worse than it would have been if it was at disadvantage.
That's okay. You're able to. You don't see anything of like significant note. Um, Scanning the room, the suits of armor all look very similar except for one, which is broader and much more ornate.
I'll take that one.
Okay. Approaching in the dim light, you can very clearly recognize it as adamantine splint armor.
Oh shit. Yeah, I'll definitely take that. Adamantine splint armor.
Can you wear that?
I don't know.
It's heavy armor.
Then that's a no. But Willem can,
Willem's like,
right?
I just got my plate. I think the adamantine actually might be less AC than plate, but we'll see. Willem is, by the way, just like, well, I don't know how elf lifespans work. I didn't go to school.
silence! Across the bridge, now.
I'm gonna walk down the stairs at this, and like just kind of turn the corner, start walking across the bridge, and as I like kind of pass nearest to her, I'm gonna say, "You guys are approaching religion in a very strange way."
Just go.
We're gonna irritate her to death. It's gonna be incredible.
I'm
Um,
gonna give her more. I know as we're walking, I want to say, uh, like, why do you expect all of these things from the gods? I feel like the whole point is that the gods give you something to kind of give to others, you know? Like it's not their problem of like what you do. I love Adara, sure, but I'm not like dependent on her for anything. I think she's got good ideas and I'm like all about those. You guys seem like you're like really invested in like getting these gods to do things like for you. It feels, I don't know why you expect that.
Because the gods ask things of us. They ask us to be good. They ask us to be kind. They ask us to be of service. They ask us to give towards our local temples. They ask us to do these things. They ask us to do things in their service. Fight wars in their service. And in some cases, die in their name. And in the case of Lady Seraphil, take on an eternity of servitude, only to be forgotten. And then, when she questions this, banished to a place of wraiths, liches, and worse, a plane of no light. After centuries of servitude, they would turn their backs on her. No.
Kind of like how Sina was one of your lady's most devoted acolytes and then was going to be used as a human sacrifice to open the gates to let her into the material plane.
Oh, I'm aware. I'm aware of
Doesn't
what
really
I
seem
must do.
fair, does it?
Not in exchange for a great reward.
You guys have free will. You can just not go to war.
Sina mumbles something under her breath. And all of you can make perception checks to attempt to hear it.
11.
9.
Dirty 20.
Branwen and Dunk. I'll DM you what you hear.
No.
Oh, secret message.
Oh, secret is a treat.
My mom just texted me that Poopy Peglet howled in her sleep.
Oh, baby.
Isn't it cute?
That's great. That's great news.
Chris, can you say what you immediately just said before?
What?
Never mind.
Okay. The people who built this place, Isolde sacrificed her soul. They sacrificed a piece of themselves so that they might patch the rift that was torn here. Isolde stopped the attacks, but they are the ones that sealed it truly. A blood curse. The blood of pale elves runs through my veins. And what was begun by blood undone. My blood. I just need the place to shed it. Keep moving.
I'm gonna message Sina again. Uh, what are you thinking?
She goes, I'm thinking that we cannot let her do this.
Do what exactly?
You know what?
Not really.
She's gonna let her out!
I need to know specifics. Okay.
As you round the corner, a soft, faint glow emanates from a massive floor-to-ceiling stained glass window depicting the imagery of Isolde once more. Gentle light emanates from behind the window, and there are like a handful of shelves that line the outer walls. The carvings of the stonework are a bit. It's quite frankly remarkable and some of the best that you've ever seen. Like tremendously refined bluffs and reliefs carved into the wall, not of any particular story or like individuals, but rather just like very intricate and well designed stonework. Someone has clearly invested a great portion of their life into it. There is the hallway ends at the stained glass.
I put my
Are
hand
we
on the stained
still
glass.
by chasms on both sides?
No, the hallway is a hallway. It has walls on both sides. You put your hand on the stained glass, Randy, and you feel a faint warmth emanate from it, but no other effect.
I take my mace out and I attempt to smash the glass.
It has no effect. Your mace kind of phases right through it, as though it were not real glass.
Oh, it's one of those not windows, and I walk through it.
As you attempt to walk through it, you feel a force of energy holding you back. And like while you're like able to press through slightly, it is unyielding to like actually passing through it. So like as you pass through it, your eyes are kind of blinded by a light, but you're unable to proceed any further.
Okay, this is something else.
Can I investigate it? I poke it.
Make an investigation check.
That is a 15.
You don't notice anything peculiar about the window itself, but as you kind of scan the window and the area around it, you note a slight grooving or wornness in a particular divot in the stone floor.
Can I feel under the like like under
It's
a
kind of like
door?
so it's the floor, and then it's a little bit like this little divot.
Wait, what?
It's so like imagine my arms are perfectly flat. It's like this
Yeah.
tiny little divot, tiny little bit, and you see just like scrapes.
Does it make sense that there would be like a hinge somewhere
No,
or something? Okay, okay. I'm thinking about this silly.
I want to throw my mace through it.
it kind of collides with the force and then vroom, bounces back out of it.
Wow.
I would like to send a telepathic message to Randy with my tooth.
Okay.
Pal, just wondering what the fuck we're doing here. Why are we helping her get to where she needs to go?
Well,
You cannot message back.
I turn
That's
back
such an
and
asshole thing to
I turn back. I look at Willem. I go, well, she has Cena.
Dimia hears this and goes, enough! What do you see? Now, tell me.
I see a door or stained glass thing. This is your thing. What do we do?
She will attempt to see the divot. She sees it.
I message Randy back. What if she didn't?
Well, that would be awesome, dude.
Enough. And she'll like clutch Cena even closer. You, Branwen, kneel.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Uh, as you put your knee into
I
the
looks really pissed about it.
as you put your knee into the divot, almost as though you were praying, the stained glass window begins to fade away.
Oh, it's a religion puzzle.
It is in a glow, and as the stained glass window fades from view, um, you can see a large, dark room with the dim purplish glow emanating from the center of the chamber.
Don't like that.
Whenever the glow's purple, it's always a bad sign.
Always a bad sign.
You know who I purple? A big ass fucking dot.
It is.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Dimia will push past you all, Cena in hand, and enter the room, and stands and gets as quickly as she can to a 10-foot long sarcophagus lying near the back, where the light emanates from. I'm here. The blood that runs through my veins sealed this curse, and it will open it once more.
I cast Hold Person on Dimia.
Make a what's your spell save?
It beat a 15.
15. She passes.
Silvery barbs.
She fails.
I'm just gonna walk over to her and go, I think this has gone on long enough. We can't let her bleed in this room, so what are we doing here?
Oh, oh god.
I'll have you all roll
Right.
initiative.
I can grapple her and drag her out of the room.
You can all grapple her. That's a 23.
13.
11.
3 again.
Wait, hold on. I'm sorry. I didn't get anybody's. Okay. Branwen got.
23. 23.
Dunk got.
11.
Randy got.
What? 11.
Randy got.
Oh, 13.
Willem got a 3. Sina gets also 3 plus. And then
Yeah,
Dimia.
girl, come on. Come on, girly.
Girly pop. Dunk, what's your dexterity?
Oh, fuck. 17.
Okay. So that makes it 12. Okay. Branwen, it is your turn.
I'm going to cast Silence centered on the sarcophagus.
That's what I was gonna do.
Okay.
Oh my god, really? Yes, I cast Silence centered on the sarcophagus.
Okay. Wait, I have a different owlbear for this.
Oh my
Wait,
god.
a different owlbear?
I
Holy
do.
shit, dude.
Don't go to it yet, though. I have to change it. Circumstances have changed.
The circumstances have changed.
It won't open.
You see my shark in the background here?
Mm-hmm.
I woke up yesterday and at some point I had like in my sleep moved him under the covers. He's like tucked under the covers
Lovely.
and it's really
That's
funny.
cute.
It's the best pillow I've ever had. I'm not kidding.
Whoa, everybody's huge.
Oh my god, it's so pretty.
I told you not to go there yet.
Oh, I just had it open. I didn't realize it.
That's okay. It's really fine.
Is it though?
Silence is how big?
Oh, beans on toast. I believe it's 30 feet. I'm looking it up though. Um, 20-foot radius sphere centered on the sarcophagus.
Okay. I'm going to make that brighter. Okay.
20-foot radius.
Yeah. Is that not what I did?
You might have
I don't
done
know how to do
20
math.
diameter.
Mm-hmm.
Can we go to that owlbear yet?
Yeah, you can go to the owlbear. What's the difference?
Wait.
Between radius and diameter?
It's really bad that I don't know that.
Wait,
A radius
wait.
is half a diameter.
Yeah, so 20 feet is out here. I don't know if you can see
Yeah, baby.
Pretty good,
where
pretty good.
it's
Pretty good
right.
radius.
Oh, okay. So it's 20 feet in every direction.
Yes.
Yeah.
Got it. So none of you can cast spells.
No.
No. Well, we can. It has to, if it has a verbal component,
Got it.
we can. But if it doesn't, we can do anything we want.
And I am now just screaming expletives to me, and no one can hear it. A lot of rage is getting just channeled out right now.
Okay. Are you doing anything else with your turn?
Yeah, I'm gonna move to flank.
All right. It is Randy's turn.
Okay. Girl is held.
Yep. Which means attacks against her have advantage.
But don't.
Don't bleed. Make her bleed. Do the opposite of the movie Tombstone. She's gonna stand there and not bleed.
I would
You're welcome,
like
everyone.
to.
How far into this room are we? Is it like all the way out here
Sorry, I'm not looking. No,
that we came from?
no. It is all the way out here.
Okay. So we'd have to get her 60 feet to get out of the room.
Yes.
I would like to approach her in her held position on this side, or actually the side that Cena's on. I'm gonna kind of. Cena is presumably free to do as she pleases.
Indeed.
I'm gonna like look at Cena. I'm gonna look at her, kind of like blank expression on my face, and I'm gonna take my enormous hands and I'm just gonna put them around her neck and start to squeeze.
Okay.
That's it.
Are you grappling
No,
her?
actually, hold on. I'm also gonna cast Healing Word on myself.
Okay.
I didn't do that.
Is that a verbal component, though, bud?
Correct. That's a word, so I'm not gonna do that. As it turns out.
No, it's not a verbal component.
Thank you.
I
Nope,
got
I'm
you.
done.
Strangling somebody with your
I got
bare
you for
hand.
healing. Don't worry.
Yeah, and I'm just gonna stare right in the eyes.
Like a
Okay.
doll's eyes.
Okay. I'm looking. Hold on.
Dongan Master's Guide. It's time to Dongan.
There's something nobody has done that I'm very apprehensive nobody has done and is important.
It's Dunk's
And
turn.
I'm saying it. And I'm not saying what the thing is. But I hope
No extreme metagaming. You guys get away with a lot. It's Dunk's turn.
Okay.
Tell it to Randy through his tooth that he can't.
that's an action on my turn.
Yeah.
Wait, we can't talk to each other because it's silent.
Yep.
But I can send telepathic messages.
Oh yeah, that's
Huh?
fair.
That's not talking. Okay. Hmm. What DM? What is your thought about? So when you attack, you get like 2 attacks, right?
Yep.
What's your thought about using an attack action to do an attack and then doing a bonus action before your next attack?
That's fine.
Okay.
Technically,
So
I
what
think
I'm
it's
gonna do?
not, but it's fine in my book.
Okay.
Because he's a cool guy.
I'm going to see where's the altar? Oh fuck! I'm very far away, aren't I? Yeah. Okay. So I'll move 20 feet to get up there. And wait, I guess I can't grapple her if Randy's already
Grab onto
grabbing
her
her.
legs.
Wait, he's only got her throat. Just make sure you got her arms, yeah?
It's a good idea.
Okay.
Or break her arm.
This is
I will.
really messed up.
I will attempt to grapple her.
Attempting
Does
to
it just
release an
automatically
evil
say
demigod
or
is also
pass
really messed
because
up.
she's held, or does that?
No, she's not grappled. Only reduces movement speed to 0.
No, I mean,
She is
does the
held.
grappling art like? Does it automatically pass because she's held, or do you still have to? Do I still have to?
No, it's still there's no effect that outside of the speed being 0. So
Okay.
is it still
She's
contested?
held. She's incapacitated.
She's not held.
Unless I'm really misunderstanding.
No,
I'm
he's-
hold personing her.
Oh yes, you're right. I'm sorry. So
Okay.
no, there is no check.
Okay, so then yeah, I'm gonna grapple her, and then I am going to let's see. So what's my movement speed? Okay, so I've got 10. I can drag her 10 feet because I've got 20 movements walking speed left.
Mm-hmm.
So I can drag her half my movement.
Okay. So you just like
And then,
shimmying with Randy?
yeah, yes.
Okay.
And then I'm going to rage. Uh, Still silent, so I'm just gonna. Aw. And when I do so, I get to let's see what is the technical called? It's something called, it's called something like feral, no, instinctive pounce. There it is. Uh, I can move up to half my speed. Uh, because it's a pounce. I guess I'd still move at half speed up, so like 10 feet.
Okay. So
Right.
another 10 feet.
Another 10 feet. So yeah, I drag her 20 feet towards the door.
Okay. So
I worked
okay.
so hard to make that that ball of silence.
Okay. Anything else with your turn? This is very creative.
Um. Uh. mm, yeah, with my other attack, I'm going to shove her to the ground.
Okay.
Isn't she
So
also
Can
being
we
choked?
like can we flavor it so like he shoves her to the ground and I kind of like get on top of her and straddle her?
It's Trunchmer all over again, but yes, go ahead.
Hey, at least I'm not dying this time, right?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, at least that.
Okay. She is held, grappled on the ground. Are you doing anything else with your turn?
no.
Okay. It is her turn. And all she can do is roll to break the hold person. 16 is the DC.
15 is the DC.
Wisdom.
Yes.
She succeeds with a 21.
Good thing it's the
Um,
end of her.
and that is the end of her turn. It's Sina's turn. And she's going to
Jeez.
not do anything lest
Oh,
she
cool. Okay.
accidentally stab her, based on everything that you guys have said, um, and hold her action. And it is Willem's turn.
I am sending Randy a telepathic message and saying, "Get her to the edge of the cliff and throw her off."
I just realized, man, I forgot about the cliff.
Don't,
And
sorry, don't pay
no, go ahead.
attention to this map. There is
Is
no,
there not a cliff?
there are no cliffs.
Okay,
Wow.
okay.
There were cliffs when we walked in though before the hallway because she was threatening to push Sheena off of one.
So this is a very different room.
It's a
You,
long ways away.
very long ways away. Um,
Feel like
Cliffless
poking around.
room.
The initial room that you entered was the descent of a long landing in a catacombs that was surrounded by cliffs. Then you walked down a long hallway with no cliffs. You are in a room with no cliffs.
I am going to disarm Dimia. Gonna frisk her in a respectful way and get any knives, swords, etc. That might be there, just out of there.
So she's no longer held, but she is grappled. So you will need to
And
make a check to disarm her.
Okay.
And that is an
What
action
kind
that
of check?
you can take. Um,
if it's an attack action, it gets advantage because she's prone. I
yes.
don't know if
You can disarm. You can use a disarm action to snatch an item worn by the target. If you want to have the item in your hand, the disarm must be made as an unarmed attack. If the item is poorly secured or otherwise easy to snatch or cut away, the attack gets a +4 bonus. Unlike on a normal disarm attempt, failing the attempt doesn't allow the defender to attempt to disarm you. You can't snatch an item that is well secured unless you have pinned the wearer, which you have. Even then, the defender gets a +4 bonus on their roll to resist the attempt. But it doesn't say what it is. dexterity. So it is a competing dexterity check.
Okay.
You'll need to beat a 19.
Well, that's not gonna happen. But given that she's incapacitated from, she'd no longer help. That's right. Yeah, no, I got a 4.
Okay. Are you doing anything else with your turn with your bonus action or your movement?
With my bonus action, I am going to move my hunter's mark onto her.
Okay. Has it been? How long does Hunter's Mark last?
Hunter's mark lasts an hour.
Okay, yeah, you're still good. Alrighty. It is now Branwen's turn.
We're oh gosh, wow, someone's echoing hardcore.
It was Chris, but
Um,
not anymore.
okay. Are we standing next to the sarcophagus?
You are, yeah.
Can I investigate the sarcophagus?
Sure.
Okay. Oh shit, that just fell off my desk. That is a 12.
Looks a lot like a sarcophagus. It has Isolde's name carved into it. And you can very clearly tell that the purple light doesn't emit from the sarcophagus itself. It just seems to be persistent in the room.
Okay.
Are you doing
And I'm
anything
just
with your
gonna
bonus action or movement?
hold my action, or no, I guess that was my action. I'm just gonna wait.
Okay. It is then Randy's turn.
I will tighten my grip and stare into her eyes.
Okay. So you're attempting to choke her
To death.
to death.
To
Which
death, you say?
based on what I have found is 15 plus their constitution modifier rounds. So it is 19 rounds.
It does take a long time to strangle someone.
Well, more so it's
I'll
just
give her-
like a minute and then a little bit more. So just heads up.
Sit on her chest.
Can I? I'm straddling her, right?
Yeah.
Can I? I am sitting on her chest.
Yeah. You're sitting on her chest.
Can
That
that
get
cut it
rid
in
of
half?
like 6 seconds.
I'll say it knocks 2 rounds off. It'll take 12 to
Yay!
suffocate her.
I'm
This
just gonna
is
keep,
horrible.
I'm just gonna keep doing this. I'm just gonna keep going.
Okay.
I'm
This
in it
is
for the long
messed
haul
up,
here.
man.
Dunk, it's your turn. You're muted, Dunk.
You're muted.
Sorry, forgot. So I was gonna try to pull her out of the room so that we can hit her, but she's right now silenced and grappled and prone. Is there any way I can help Randy strangle her?
Maybe just like pin her arms or something. I hate this. This feels yucky.
I just like I don't know, like because if we bring her, if I try to drag her any further to get her out of the, she's not going to be silenced anymore.
Also, you have to drag Randy.
That's true.
And he's a big boy. He's a grown boy.
Can I attempt to like snap her neck to make this go faster?
On your next turn, perhaps? It is
Okay,
technically
fair
Dunk's
enough.
turn. I need to
enough.
look up what that would be.
Dunk, you could do. You try to snap those arms or legs.
Dunk, it is your turn.
Yeah. Okay. I guess I will try to, without penetrating her skin, dislocate an arm.
This is a dark turn for us.
Let's take a short break while I figure out exactly what it is you're trying to do.
Well, we take apart this human and
And we're back. We've
This is
cleared up a
dark,
misconception. A perfectly fair misconception. But here we are. Dunk.
19 rounds,
All right.
baby. Round number 2. Let's go.
Dunk.
Well,
What is your turn?
I will take out my
What if-
battle axe
What if we still took
and
20
let's
rounds to say?
We like to play with our food.
and I will use the handles to try to strength. No, I'm gonna hit her. Oh man,
Oh my God.
I don't even need to do it recklessly because I have advantage. 27 to hit.
That hits.
Nice.
I like how all of us really, we can't let her bleed in this room.
You're on the right track, but it is not the whole room.
Awesome, okay.
So, let's see. Fuck. 9, 15. Plus 21, 23, plus 3 is 26. So 26 slashing damage and 5 fire damage.
Okay.
And then I will hit again. 28 to hit.
That does hit.
So 11 plus 3 is 14, plus 6 is 20, 26, 30 slashing damage,
Okay.
and 2 fire damage.
Such a difference. Okay. Are you doing anything else with your turn?
No, oh wait, when I raged before, I did not resolve the wild surge.
Okay.
Should I do that now?
Yes. I will also have you make a
Okay.
Constitution saving throw for when you came down from your rage earlier.
Oh, for earlier.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, it's the okay.
Flump, flump, flump.
No, it's the Mjolnir
Oh, your
weapon.
weapon comes back to you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Convenient.
The weapon's damage type changed to force. So all that slashing damage was force damage. I don't know.
Okay, that doesn't change anything. But thank you for
Okay.
checking.
And yeah, then Constitution save. Oop. Oh, I want to call it a nat 20, but it's technically cocked. Oh no. 8.
Okay. Your hit point maximum decreases by another 1.
Another what?
So the first time it ever happened, it was 5. Every time thereafter, it is another 1 point off your hit point maximum.
You kind of cut off. You said 1.
1. Okay. With that, it is Dimia's turn. She will bonus action shadow form as the pair of you, your grip falls through her as you kind of like sink to the floor as she dissipates in a puff of smoke around you. And she will kind of pull away from you all before rematerializing and attempt to make a swinging sword strike against you, Randy. She hits with the first. Are you hit by a 19? Are you wearing your
Yes,
new
sir.
armor? Oh,
My
you can't
new
wear your new
armor?
armor. I'm sorry.
No, I can't wear
Um,
heavy armor.
Okay.
And it probably wouldn't fit me, to be honest. Is it Goliath sized?
No,
If it was magical, it would just fit him magically.
that's right.
Right?
Oh.
And okay, so that's 2 hits. That's 4, 3,
Am I going down again?
7 plus 4, 11 slashing damage. 13 necrotic.
Okay. I'm going to use my Stone's Endurance trait, which I just remembered I had, where I can reduce damage dealt to me by 1d12 plus 2.
Okay. She still has her second strike. That is 9 slashing.
Wait, what did you roll to hit?
We already it hit both times.
Yeah.
This thing was a 19.
Oh, okay.
9 necrotic.
All right, I'm down.
And it is Sina's turn. And having seen Randy go down, she will scream with blind fury and come charging in and attempt to stab at her. That is cocked. Nat 20 on the first one.
Oh my god!
Oh, my girl!
Nat 20 again? Are you kidding me?
Oh my god!
Holy shit!
Oh my god. I don't have her color. I just typed like Sina over and over again, trying to pull up her character sheet.
Go.
Okay.
That sneak attack Nat 20 damage too, baby.
Yes, that doubles both times, right?
Oh,
I think it only sneak attack only goes for the first one.
Okay. So that is
I was gonna hit that fucking artery and do the thing.
so it's 2d6, so
No,
12
don't hit an artery, Cena. We don't need
plus
that blood
8.
spray.
20 and then 3d6. So it's doubled. 4,
Oh, white girl, go.
7, 14. 34 damage on the first attack.
Let's go, white girl.
And then on the second
Let's go,
strike,
girl.
it's 12 plus 6, 18. So 18, and then another 18. So 18. So 34 plus 18. Ouch!
Not bad.
52.
Indeed. And she just like stab in the back, pull down, as Dimia just like recoils entirely, and it is Willem's turn.
I will. Am I by Randy? Yeah, right.
You're behind Sina now, but you can turn around. You can flank around.
Oh, there is an owl bear. I should go over to that. I will
Hoot, hoot.
go over to my friend Randy and lay on hands. 45 fucking hit points.
Holy shit!
I'm shooting my whole wad
I
on you,
love
man.
that.
Are you doing anything else with your turn?
Yes, I am going to point at Dimia and do Wrathful Smite. The next time I hit her with a melee attack weapon, I deal an extra 1d6 damage. Then she must make a wisdom saving throw or be frightened of me until the spell ends. As an action, she can make a wisdom check against my spell save DC.
Okay. Roger.
Roger.
It is now Branwen's turn.
Okay. I'm gonna go up and stab her twice.
Go ahead.
Stab. Okay, those were good. 18
That hits.
and a 20-something. I'm gonna make so the first one's gonna get sneak attack because she's literally surrounded by everybody. And then the second one is going to be a slashing flourish, so it's going to do extra damage.
Okay.
But okay, where are these dice? Where did I put them? So the first one is wow. I rolled a 2 and 2 1s for the sneak attack.
Oh, no.
So that's 8 damage for the first one.
Go right, girl.
And then
8 damage total.
Go. Yes, for the first hit. And the second one is going to be better. And that is, oh god, I can't do math. 13 damage.
So what's the total? 22?
13
Um,
is 21.
21. Okay. She, as you strike her, will use her reaction to have you make a dexterity saving throw.
Add 2
I'm
because
good
you're
at those.
beating me.
I'm good at those, and I still rolled a 2. So
Um,
that's an 11.
so you will take 25 fire damage as she points her finger at you and casts Hellish Rebuke upon you. But it's
Oh,
like a
I'm so
black,
hurt.
smoky flame.
I got all kinds of all burnt up today. I
Uh,
got all burnt up. I got almost drowned. It's great.
are you doing anything else with your turn?
Nope, that's it.
Randy.
Yeah. Hit me.
Uh, uh, uh.
I will.
Wait! Branwen doesn't take 25 damage
I
because
was gonna.
Hellish Rebuke has a verbal component.
Oh.
I looked up the definition of rebuke, and I was like, Chris probably knows what he's doing.
Chris, just so you know, Wrathful Smite has only verbal components, so I guess I didn't do that.
Yeah.
Good, because I was going to be at 5 hit points.
So you're
I
all
forgot
good.
we're still in the sphere.
She
Now it's
does
Randy's
yell
turn.
at me, though, but I don't know what she said.
Yeah. She even goes,
I feel like it was very hurtful.
You have bad shoes.
"You're tacky and I hate you."
Oh my god, that's way harsh.
I will cast spiritual weapon as I do.
What does it
And
look
it's
like?
gonna appear, and it looks like uh it looks like one of Cena's daggers,
Okay.
or it looks like two of the daggers.
Crossed.
Yeah,
That is also a verbal spell.
is it really?
Yeah, those verbal components. Lots of spells have verbal components.
Shit.
That's why silence is so annoying.
Okay, let me look at guiding bolt real quick.
Just punch her.
Use your cool
Oh
Adara
yeah,
move.
that is verbal. Okay, well, I'm not gonna do any of that. Instead,
You can
I'm going to try to snap her neck. I'm gonna grab her and snap her neck.
Twist around.
Make an unarmed strike against her?
Okay.
Or are you attempting to grapple and then strangle? Is that what this is again?
I think he's just doing a snappy snap.
I want to snap her neck.
Okay. Make an unarmed
I'm being a very annoying player right now. I'm
make an
sorry.
unarmed strike. If that hits, we will then do contested strength throws to attempt
Against her neck bones.
Yeah,
I got a 14.
that does not hit.
Okay.
Dunk.
um uh yeah, I'm just gonna hit her.
Okay.
Um I also get advantage from like flanking, right?
Yeah, now you all definitely do.
Yeah. Ooh, that is a nat 20.
There it is.
Let's
Let's go,
fucking
baby.
go.
So 12 plus 5 is 17 plus 6, 23 plus 3, 26. 26 plus 6 is 32.
32.
And that's everything. Yeah, 32 damage on that one.
Okay. She is not looking good.
He loved that for us.
No
Oh my
way!
god, for realsies?
Yep. That
How do you want to do this?
Let's go!
I'm gonna snap her neck.
You
I'm gonna,
quite
like,
literally
use that.
shove Randy
He's gonna
aside,
take 20 turns to slowly
grab them, and just
strangle her.
crack her neck in half as she slumps and collapses to the ground.
I drop silence.
All right, y'all. We've we got some situations to deal with. She did
Can we
say that
take a
there's
nap?
an army of her followers upstairs.
Can
Who
we
will
take a nap, please?
Yeah, I say we take a long rest.
don't you? If we do that, will they come to investigate?
I can make a tiny hut. I got one spell slot left, baby. I can make a tiny hut. I can camouflage the outside so they maybe can't see us.
Okay.
They can't come in.
Listen, I know I've seemed a little bit obsessed with the idea, but I really think that we should throw her body off the cliff because
There's no cliff!
there's a cliff where we came in.
We can take her back to
Okay.
where we came.
I think the body needs to go because she's still got blood in her, and her blood opens the tomb or something.
I'm gonna walk over to the sarcophagus.
There it is.
Is this owlbear accurate? Is there like an altar and stuff in the back, or not
Yes, that there is an altar in the back. The sarcophagus, the
really?
missing sarcophagus, is the glowing light in the middle.
Okay. I would like to. I'll go over to the altar,
Okay.
and I just want to like look around while they're arguing.
Around the altar, you find scrolling. A handful of scrolls, and a spear that is laid at the base of the altar, as well as a handful of other things, including 97 platinum pieces, a scroll, 158 gold pieces, a silver intricate carved medallion, and a small figurine of a white elk.
A white heart.
That's the white. Yeah.
I give the gold to Dunk immediately, but I
I don't
will.
know if that's a good idea.
You could just put it in your folds, dude. Just
Yeah, I
at
guess I
least
don't
put it
have
in your
to bag
folds.
of holding anymore.
Your folds are the safest place in this.
Safest place in Yusan.
So
And
how
Your
the
much?
bag
I'm
of
sorry. How
holding,
much
we
money
have
was
a
that?
dunk of folding.
there's
Dunk
97
of folding.
platinum and 158 gold. You said.
Correct.
The silver medallion. What's this look like?
It looks like a very intricately carved medallion that does not bear the seal of Isolde. Instead, it has you read Celestial, right?
I do.
Nice. You read in the script of the medallion, by blood done, by blood undone.
Okay. Um, I walk over to the sarcophagus and I look up at my pals and I say, "Who do you think's in here?"
Probably someone really big.
I think it's she.
Feel like there is an opportunity here to kind of get rid of her once and for all.
Sorry, do you see how we're doing? We can't fight her.
Just her body. I feel like we can't, this seems like a very convenient place for her to be, but if she was, in the bottom of a trench, that would be a very difficult place to revive her from.
Sina will
The
chime
library.
in. That's not her.
Huh.
Who is it?
It's, I mean, I assume it's Isolde. At least her body. Her soul's in
How do you know?
Shadowfell with Seraphil.
How do you know that?
How do you think I know that?
Well, that's sort of what I'm asking. I don't want to be presumptuous.
I always knew. I knew the Feywild wasn't the plan. Deity just thought it was.
What? Explain.
I knew. I don't know much. But I know that Seraphil is she. And she resides in the plane of shadow, the Shadowfell.
Mm-hmm.
I can feel her here.
Do you know what would have happened if Dimia opened the sarcophagus?
Nothing good. It's not the sarcophagus. It's just this place.
Was Dimia going to open the sarcophagus?
I don't. I don't. She said that those books told her what she needed to know. Maybe it's in there.
Well, let's check out those books.
I would like to open the sarcophagus.
Okay. It takes a fair amount of strength. Make a strength check.
Can I help him?
Yeah.
21.
Yeah. You are able to easily push the lid aside, and there is a decrepit, sunken skeleton in the sarcophagus, their hands crossed at their chest, clutching what appears to be a very nice sword.
With my last spell slot, I would
Yes.
like to cast
Yes.
Speak with Dead.
Brilliant. The skeleton. I don't care. It's good. The skeleton.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
And looks at you, Randy.
He like almost like half expected that not to work for some reason, and he looks over at his pals and like
Um, I just look to Cena.
Don't look at me.
You know the most.
It's not her.
Willem is gonna like go over to Dimia, grab a book, and throw it at Branwen gently. You can read, yeah?
What do you want me to do with this right now?
We're both gonna read while they talk to whoever that is.
So you know the contents of one of the books because Dunk, or at least Branwen does, because Dunk read it and told you about it. You do not know the contents of the one that was in the possession of Dimia.
All right.
I'll say that you can read while this conversation happens,
Okay.
and the skeleton sits there, waiting for your first question.
Regards you lifelessly.
what sorry, Chris, what was she's name again?
Seraphil.
And this was like a companion of Isilde's? Have you know?
This might be Isolde.
This is Isilde.
Is
Yes.
Yeah.
But
Sarcophagus
Seraphil,
says Isolde on it.
Seraphil was a companion of Isilde.
You don't know that.
Seraphil and Isolde were both champions of the gods. That is what Dimia said.
Got it.
Well, we
Okay.
don't know if Isolde was that's contested. If Isolde
Alright.
was a champion of the
All of
gods.
you make history checks.
Fair enough.
Chris is like, you idiots. Oh, that was good.
Hey,
Um,
whoa, 18.
Surprisingly
19.
good. A
Randy.
flat 19.
8.
The name Seraphil has been mentioned time and time again in the Etheric Compendium as an original champion of the gods.
But she's not in my notes.
I bet I wrote it down like 2 weeks ago and I just forgot
Maybe.
about it. Just everything has been
I
happening.
remember hearing the name Seraphil and like
Yep.
making jokes in my head because it sounds like a
Yep,
drug.
it's right there. It's right there.
Oh shit! I guess I did write it down. I'm just dumb and didn't look at my. Yep, there she is. Okay. I'm gonna say, who was Seraphil a champion of, or for?
Do not know this name.
I believe Isolde is more recent than Seraphil.
Okay. What is this place?
I know what it was. I know not what it is. This is a holy space where I came on my pilgrimage to honor Thalor.
I look at Willem.
Yep.
You got any Thalor related questions? She seems like a Thalor person.
I mean, between you and I kind of want that sword, but maybe you want to know why Thalor did a big fucking genocide.
I
Maybe
know
not.
why.
Oh well.
Just don't think it was
Ask
justified.
her what her sacrifice is preventing.
What her sacrifice is preventing?
Uh, what is your sacrifice? Wait, what?
She was sacrificed. She
Oh,
Yeah.
What was your
She sacrificed to Gorgoth, the Lich King, to prevent something.
okay? What was your sacrifice preventing?
My companions and I stumbled into the Shadowfell in a deep, dark crevice of the mountain. We were set upon by wraiths and denizens of the Lich King Gorgoth. I sold my soul so they may flee and live another day. I know not of what happened to them.
And Chris, what were their names again?
Whose name? The companions?
Her companions.
Suri and Arlen. Specifically Arlen Wynn and Suri Kunab's daughter.
Arlen is the brother of father
What?
of High Absol Grigori, and Dante, who was Dimia's father.
Mm,
That's three?
I feel like that's three. Yeah, I feel like these are decent questions we're asking.
Randy, I don't know how to formulate this into a question, but perhaps you could ask if there is any way that we can prevent whatever seal is in this place from being unsealed.
Hmm.
So
Or
I
you
will
could ask what
say,
would happen.
before you ask that question, that in this time you've been reading through the book Willem, and you can see that these are the writings of Panza, another companion of Isolde, who witnessed Arlen and Suri's construction of the monastery and the temple around this place. They sold a portion of their souls and took on a blood curse to from shadow elves to seal the tomb. Seal the rift between the Shadowfell and the Feywild, and it incurred a ritual of spoken word and blood sacrifice. Essentially, that is the blood curse. So
Okay.
it was reasoned by Panza that blood of the lineage could also undo the ritual.
The other companion of Isolde, besides Arlen, do we know anybody who happens to be their descendants here?
Not that you're aware.
Okay.
But that's the journal that I had that Dimia stole.
You have Panza's journal, who like witnessed these events, but
Yeah.
was not a part of them. She is not part of the blood curse.
That means even if we get rid of Dimia's body, Grigori could still open this place. Do you think Grigori was in on this?
Me? Who?
Everybody?
Barely talked to him.
Probably.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure he knows about it. At least.
Then if he was in on it, why wouldn't he have tried to do this sooner? Unless he didn't know because Dunk had the other journal, or the other journal was lost in the mountains. I don't think he knew. Or I think he may have known, but he wasn't trying to free Seraphil.
Is there anything that you regret? Anything you would like to any what is it? Do you have any unfinished business on this plane? That's the question.
I left my life in service of gods who did not answer my prayers. And yet I hold my faith. I have no unfinished business. I kept them safe.
Should I ask her directly if she was a champion?
Your spell.
I have a selfish request.
Yeah, what's up?
You use your spell however you like Branwen said, it's your spell. But I want to know if I could take that sword.
I mean, she's dead.
Yeah, but also there's a whole bunch of like mentions of curses in this room, and I wouldn't want to upset anybody who may have been a god's champion.
I turned to Isolde and I ask her what makes a good champion.
I don't know what champions you speak of, but any true servant of the gods knows that the needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few. And with that, the skeleton will drop and kind of crumple, no longer in the nice seated position and more skewed in the tomb.
I take the sword and I toss it over to Willem.
I catches deftly, or maybe not,
You catch it. It is a +2 longsword, and whoever has no other magical effects.
Good sword.
Still a good sword. I will look at Dunk and sort of be like, wish we had that bag of holding.
Yeah. I can stick it in a
Wait,
fold.
I'll hold on to it. What do we do now?
I think we should rest.
I think we need to either get rid of these books or make sure that they can't find them. Yes, on resting. And they may come down here eventually looking for Dimia or us.
I mean, you can throw Demia's body off that cliff or whatever. The tiny hut, I can camouflage the outside to look however we want, so we could at least blend in pretty well to all these rocks and crumbly stuff, and only the people that I can say get in can get in. So
Yeah, that sounds good to me.
If they come down here with Grigori, what do we do?
hide.
Well, if we hide, then they're gonna do whatever they want.
Well, if they I'll stay on watch. I don't need to sleep much.
Yeah, I'll take
Um,
the first watch because you'll probably need to sleep more than I do.
and we'll control C exactly what we did here.
Fair enough.
All right. So, Willem, you are hurling or carrying Dimia's body and hurling it off of the cliff.
I want somebody to come with me because I don't want to be alone in front of a cliff with it.
I'd like to do the same thing, but with Isolde.
You're going to throw Isolde off the cliff?
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
First
Can
of all,
I just like make a check to see if that's a bad idea?
No.
Whatever.
You could say it's a bad
Okay.
idea.
That seems sketch.
Are there
I think
or
that's
are
important.
you doing anything with Dimia's body besides throwing it over?
Looting it.
yeah,
Loot that, buddy.
And also Isolde, if there's anything to loot.
Besides bones.
There's nothing on a skeleton outside of the like tattered remains of their clothing that they were buried in, and the sword, which has already been passed on. On Dimia's body, you find infernal armor, a ring, the great sword that she was wielding, which is I'll send a picture of it, but it's a very like craggly looking long sword with wisps of shadow that seem to fly out of the hilt.
Oh, cool! It's evil.
And uh, a small diary.
Does she have a bag of holding by any chance?
She does not.
Ah.
Damn.
I will put a note to give all of that to Dunk, but I'm going to keep the diary.
All right. You hurl their respective bodies over the cliff, and we will break here for the evening as you prepare a tiny hut and attempt to take a long rest. We'll pick up next week at our usual time and place at 8 Eastern, 7 Central. And we hope you enjoyed this episode of Nat20Hot and look forward to seeing you next time. As always, we are raising money for Extra Life, which raises money for America's Children's Hospitals. Link is in our chat. It's also on our website, www.nat20hot.com, or check us out on TikTok at Nat20Hot, where you can find the latest and greatest content that's hilarious and follow worthy. Good night.
Give us 5